Right, guys, so let's recap before we go into exactly where we are in the point of the game. Let's do like our normal bookkeeping that we do. David, you've got all this, right? How many days to court is it?
1 second, I shall consult the Book of Armaments.
Yeah, good man.
This is the let's catch Tammy up.
Well, we're gonna catch up before we play like the full first. This whole session's gonna be a catch up.
We have 37 days to court.
And how long have you been in this town? And when do you leave?
I don't know when we're going to leave. We were given today by our esteemed merchant to do things around the town while she rests and relaxes and does her business.
Yeah, but is it tomorrow she leaves or is it another day?
That's my understanding, yes.
Yeah, tomorrow she leaves.
Unless, of course, the sheriff decides to plead for her to let her skilled escort do more work for him.
That's probably going to happen, eh?
Well, personally, I think the sheriff's probably behind it all.
You think the sheriff's behind it all?
I think.
Well, no, actually, I think the drow are behind it all, but they're obviously bribing the sheriff.
Behind it all. So, to catch up, we are Darrow. You went with Sybil, the smith of the town, to go see the mayor, Desmond Garland. Can't remember if you got a note from the sheriff or not, but you're waiting to see the mayor, Desmond.
But that, what I was clarifying was.
I'm not sure if you had a note or not. Anybody watching, bear with us. It's been about
a year.
Almost a year since we played. So yeah, and you're asking for silver to get get silver shackles made. That's why you and the smith are away to see him.
Yeah.
So you'll see you're up here on the map. Sninky Nook is listening outside the door of the sheriff's office in the Kingsguard, where Sheriff Anton Fane is interrogating the boss of the Ratcatchers Guild, Phil Simons. Chiara, Andy McCarr and Eleonora are guarding the rest of the 9 were-rats in the cells at the Kingsguard. So that's where you all are. The bear is somewhere. Where's the bear? Is he in here at the Kingsguard with the group? Charlemagne?
My understanding is he's with the party guarding the were-rats because we brought him along and he actually smelt out the were-rats and alerted us to the fact.
Artan, who is... He is Elise's other bodyguard, correct? And this is where he lives, so he's at his home while he's in town. That's the only reason she stops here for a couple of days, is because he lives here. And Elise, I believe, was staying at the Amber Respite. And that's where I've got Ralph is as well. Ralph is your driver, correct?
Yep, that's it, yes.
Cool, okay, so also you have a bunch of magic items being identified in this town. Can you remember when you get them back?
Sorry, we should get the results today, because I think we dropped them in last night and paid him the money.
I believe so.
And
we've both got. You've got a list of what the items look like, and I've got a list of what the items are.
That's right. Yes.
Yep. I think I've got about six out of 7. I think one of them I'm going to have to wing it. I'm not sure. It's been a long time.
Well, I think the 7th one isn't really a magic item. It's a holy symbol of Talos.
That's right. That's right. It was a holy symbol of Talos. So,
where is this person who does the identification?
It was. Can we remember? So look on. I know what to do. I'll look on the Obsidian Portal page at the town and look what the name of the shops were.
There's Dondonzora.
I think that was it. 2 seconds, I'm looking.
See what that is? Alchemist. Or the Amber Oracle is enchanted. So it's probably the enchant.
It was, that's right. So it was the Amber Oracle, which was the enchanters.
which
You
is
took them there, and because I
fairly
remember, because the town's all like boarded up and half the shops are closed, and there's like people are wearing masks and stuff because of this disease that's going around. So I remember the guy was just like talking to you through like a little shuttered window. That ringing bells?
Yes, but we
Yeah.
waved money at him.
Yeah, he wasn't going to do anything. Then you waved a load of money at him. That's right.
He's fairly near. I'm most of the way there, but as Darrow is Darrow, he
Amber
probably
Oracles.
will regard the top priority as getting back to deal with the menace of
Yeah.
the Weird rather than.
Well, I'm going to deal with you first, Darrow. So, you arrive.
Well,
Right, sorry, have we got more questions before we start?
so do I have a note that I would have tried getting a note from the Derek?
Yeah, let's assume you had a note, right? So we might have to just assume a few wee things because it's been almost a year since we played. So let's assume you had a note from the mayor, from the sheriff when you're going to the mayor. I do have a note that you've got a giant rat, like the king giant rat, the big huge one, in a cart, and you were taking that with you for some reason.
Was there a reward for it?
I think it was just to show the mayor what was going on. The sheriff was just showing the mayor what was
Yeah.
going on, what the problem with the town was caused by were rats. I think that was the
Right.
purpose of that. So, you're with Sybil, and she's a female human, but she gets. I remember they joke about her saying she's got dwarven blood because she's a really short, stocky woman. This is all on the wiki page. Like if anybody wants to check it out, I'll get the link again. Right, so Darrow, we will start with you then. So you arrive with Sybil at the town hall, and you are
Right.
given audience with the mayor immediately. Mayor Desmond Garland. You're ushered in to his office within the town hall, and he welcomes you in. Hello.
Hello,
Good day.
are you the mayor?
I am the mayor, Desmond Garland. I'm pleased to meet you, and you are.
I am Darrow Great Axe.
Great axe.
We were traveling. We're traveling to the King's Court, but where we were going to stay here, we found that the owner of the inn had been murdered by were-rats.
That's right. We didn't know she was murdered. I didn't know she was murdered by were-rats. I take it you've. This is what you've come to tell me. Then it was we have a were-rat problem in the town.
Yes. Anton Thane is questioning their leader as it is. He was the head rat catcher. They appear to be. So he is in league with the rats, and you can see. I've left outside in the cart the corpse of the king rat.
So you'll have a wee look out the window then, I suppose, and you'll see the corpse of the king rat, and he'll come and say that it's a very big rat. And Sybil, it's a pleasure to see you, my dear. You're here for something to do with this. And he's looking at you, Darrow. But Sybil will speak and say yes. We're sent by the sheriff. We need silver to make shackles. That's why I'm here. We need silver to make shackles to shackle were-rats, because normal shackles won't work on them. So the mayor kind of looks at both of you, and he has another look outside at the cart, and he looks around this town with all the boarded up windows and no one in the street but all the filth and big rats running around, and he says, silver you need. Right, okay. So he'll go to a safe. He's got a safe, sorry. Not a chest, an actual safe with like a combination lock. And he opens it up, and he'll pull out 2 silver bars. And he looks at Sybil and he looks at you, Darrow. And he hands them to you, Darrow. The two big like silver bars. What's the word for a bar?
Ingot.
An ingot. 2 silver ingots. There you go.
Is this enough? I asked.
So Sybil will look at it and say, to shackle how many were-rats?
And how many have we found?
It was 10.
We've found 10.
Oh yeah, this is enough silver to make shackles for 10. Absolutely. I might need some extra help. I'm one woman. I can't. I don't know how quick I can do that all myself. But yeah, if I can get some help from somewhere, if there's some strong men around somewhere, if someone can send someone, then yeah, I can whip up some silver shackles out of this. Absolutely.
Look to the mayor, and meanwhile, Davo looks at the mayor to see if he can respond to the call for strong men, and meanwhile, I look at his skills. I don't think he had anything specifically to do with thing, but you never know with dwarves. And the answer is no, he hasn't.
He could probably swing a hammer pretty hard. Darrow,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? She just needs a few strong men from somewhere.
Yes, he's got a war hammer amongst others. But yes, I look. Do you have any men who can help with this, Mr. Mayor?
He's trying to think. Yeah, you're asking the wrong man here. You probably need to ask the sheriff for strong men. I mean, we have office workers here and clerical workers here in the town hall. I mean, I can give you some money. You can hire someone. There must be somebody who's unemployed somewhere. Look in the bars. I don't know. A lot of shops are closed. There must be someone looking for work, and he'll go back in the safe and he'll pull out some money. And he'll just get like a wee coin pouch and he'll hand you. Let's say 50 silver pieces. So there you go, hire somebody.
Right. Where is your forge? Of Sybil.
So Sybil's mall is. Did I put it on the map? Yes, it's here. Back down near where the rest of the group is.
So it's fairly, yes. Do you know where? Yeah, I look to her, knowing the town myself. Do you know a good place to where we might be able to find some men to help you who are trustworthy?
Maybe not trustworthy, but we'll certainly find some help if we go look in Bella's bar, I think. There's bound to be someone unemployed, out of work, someone that can help us, that's needing the money. We can get someone somewhere, no doubt.
Right.
I'm a one-woman operation. I just do I make enough trade just doing my own pieces. I don't, I'm not normally rushed like this. But yeah, we can find someone. 50 silver pieces, that's going to hire as many men as we need, yeah. Who's going to be Darrow, do you want to be in charge of that? And I'll go ahead and just get cracking on get started making the shackles? Or do you need me to help you with that, or?
Well, how familiar are you with the people there? Will you be able to see are there ones whose reputation you know?
I mean, I can tell any idiot that you send to me, and I can deal with them if you do, so don't worry. Anyone who's I don't want to be helping in my shop, then I'll send them away myself. But yeah, just get me half a dozen men if you can.
Right.
As many as you can, but I guess I don't need any more than 6.
Yeah.
Don't have the space for more than that to work, I guess.
Yeah. Can I actually suggest?
Can you suggest what?
This is on the meta level. That surely, if the cart's been driven up there, we've got a with us.
No, you've got a hand cart. It's not your cart with.
Hand cart, right?
Yeah, you've not got Ralph, your driver. You've got a hand cart.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, hand cart. That makes. Right. Now, unless there was some reward offered previously for huge dead rat. Ah, yes, there is another thing. We found the body of the dwarven rat, didn't we?
That's right. So Auric Aldrinson, I believe his name was. That's just by memory. Yeah, you found his body. Did you leave it, or did you took it back up to the... To where? Where did you take that?
Oh, we can work out where to bury it later.
Yeah.
But Darrow will say, I'm sad to say, we found this corpse down there. Was it near the king rat?
So it was. You hadn't been into much of the sewers, and you got into a fight with like that big king rat, some giant rats, and that was it. You found there's a room next to there where that corpse was.
And did it look as if he'd been murdered or just nibbled?
Don't remember. I think he'd been shot. I think he had crossbow bolts in him, yeah.
In that case, I will tell the mayor that we found Auric's corpse, and it appears as if he was shot. So I suspect the were-rats of his murder, given that he was a threat to their demands for more money.
Yeah. Because they're holding the town to ransom.
Yes.
Okay, so the mayor will take all that information. Thank you kindly, Darrow. Is there anything else you need my help with, besides money and silver?
No, thank you, Your Honor. It's more important that we get on with this task.
Well,
in case
I'll be going down to see the sheriff soon anyway, so no doubt we're going to see each other very soon again anyway, Darrow. But I'll bid you good day for now. I've got some things I'll need to arrange here, and then I'll need to go and see the sheriff myself.
Right. So, another meta thing.
No problem.
Unless we've been to Bella's bar before,
yep, or
whatever, Darrow doesn't know the way to there and then on to the Smith. So I do need her with
I think you have been to Bella's bar before.
Okay, so I'll head to Bella's bar, and I can get from Bella's bar to... Well, we can see if any of them know the way to the city, or I get a street name or whatever.
I see. What you're gonna try and find men there and send them to the mayor, or are you gonna send them to Sybil?
To Sybil, that was the plan.
Yeah. So So
but the thing is, I don't know, because I'm not a local.
Yeah.
I won't be. If they don't know where to find Sybil's, I don't either.
But you're looking in a bar full of locals, though. Probably.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? It's most likely to be local guys you're finding in there.
Okay.
That's the local dive bar, Bella's bar.
Right. What rate, I ask her, should I offer them?
What have you got? 50 silver there. Offer. If you can get 5 men for 10 silver each, they're easily going to do it for that. That's really good money. Just get the biggest, strongest looking men you can get. Get 5 of them for 10 silver each. Easy.
And how long do you need them for?
The day.
The day. Okay. So we part our ways.
Okay.
And are you wanting to roleplay this next bit, or which?
We don't need to. If you say you just go and find 5 big strong men and offer them 10 silver each, and you send them to Sybil Small, then we can just say you did that.
Yeah.
Because we've already
They'll
got the
have
party
to-
split. There's no point. The more we keep them split, the worse it gets. We need to get everybody back together. The sooner the better, so we can.
So I'll give Sybil the silver to take with, because I know the risk if I give them the cat.
That they won't show up.
Yes.
So you're giving the 50 silver to Sybil, and they have to get paid by her when they get there.
Yes.
Big brain stuff.
Lovely.
Darrow, big brain stuff. I love it.
Right. Yes. So, and then he'll send them on the way there, and we'll head back
And you'll head back to
across the square,
Kingsguard.
across the market to the King's
Okay.
Guards.
So, Kiara. Well, no. Yeah, I'm doing Kiara next, and then Andy McCarr. So Kiara, you're guarding the prisoners, and some of them are trying to make eye contact with you in particular, and it's in particular the younger men. Remember, these are the guys that work for the rat catchers, so some of them are not actually rat catchers. These are the rat catchers guild, so they're like smiths and leather workers and guys that build stuff, carpenters. They make traps and stuff. But some of the sorry, they're in human form at the moment. But the younger ones, the ones that look like they're barely just teenagers, like the 15, 16, 17-year-old boys. They all look at you and they just look really scared.
Oh my god, right, okay.
That's all I've got for you, Andy McCarr. One of the prisoners looks at you, and with desperation in his eyes, he looks at you and pleads, "Look, boss, I didn't sign up to be a were-rat. I'm just a smith, a craftsman. They're going to string us up. Please, I've got a family. You've got to let me go." And then Sninky Nook, save the best for last. So Sninky Nook who's outside the sheriff's office door, listening. The beating continues, so you hear the beating of that Phil. The beating continues for a while and then stops, and then all you hear is Phil's whimpers of pain for a minute, perhaps more, but it's hard to tell. And then suddenly you hear this just big loud crack, and it's like a sickening sound. What you could only describe as bones. You could only imagine as bones breaking, and then there's like a dull thud as someone or something hits like concrete floor, and then there's silence, or not quite silence, because you can hear.
On that, I'm going to kind of open the door and look in just to check that the sheriff's okay.
Okay, well, you see the sheriff just standing there, breathing heavy as fuck. There's blood splattered all over his face, and he's got the big warhammer in his hand, and you see at his feet the body of Phil Simons, and his head's just crushed in, like. So he turns out to you and he goes, "Sninky Nook, guilty. The rest of them, they'll go to trial in the morning. Let's go." Right, and after a few minutes, he'll come out and he'll walk out with you, Sninky Nook. He's like, "Sninky Nook, come with me, my friend. Let's. We need to see what's going on with the shackles. See if we can get this sorted out."
One second, I'll just check the chief rat catcher's body because we need his keys. So I'll just.
All right, you're taking keys off him.
Yes, and anything else that looks of interest in terms of this plot. Conveniently killed suspects.
Well, he's got. Let's say he's got quite a big coin pouch on him, quite a bulging coin pouch on him. Are you taking that?
No, I'm going to put that on the sheriff's desk and say that'll probably pay for his funeral.
So was that the sheriff that just battered?
Yes, the sheriff has just killed the chief suspect.
Aye, the sheriff's just killed him. He's just crushed his head in with a warhammer.
Yeah,
So-
without notably getting a confession.
And well, you didn't hear the conversations that they were having. You could hear the beating because it was louder, but he's going to tell you about what he told you.
And then you told me I heard whimpers.
Yeah.
If I can hear whimpers, then I could have heard him saying something and screaming, no, I did it, it was him or something.
Right, okay, so...
I do not believe he got a confession. So he's just killed the chief suspect, which just reinforces my suspicions about him.
Right, no, let's say you did hear it. Let's say you heard what he said, right, because it's important. So, he admitted to holding the town to ransom. He says that there's a giant rat king, a big mutant monster rat down there that eats silver. And they're feeding it. That eats silver, and they're feeding it. And that's why they're holding a town to ransom, and they need the money to feed this big giant monster rat that eats silver.
That's weird.
That's what he confessed, and that's why he'd been doing it.
Fair enough.
And he's been aware of that for not that long, for a few months, and then it was him that infected all the people that work for him.
Did he say how he got infected, or did he die before that?
No, he died before that.
Right. There may still be something else down there. Okay, well, I will check to see if there's anything of use on his body. I'll tip the money pouch up just to make sure it's only money in there and he hasn't got anything other metallic in there. But it's stuff that would tie him in or that's useful around the rat catcher.
You already stripped him of any weapons.
Yeah.
So yeah, now just his keys. And those are keys to the sewers. As well as keys to his Rat Catchers Guild's place, with their workshop office.
Okay. In that case, I will escort the sheriff back to the Rat Catchers Guild.
No, well, you guys, the rest of you, you've marched. Didn't you march all these prisoners round to the Kingsguard? Because it's just right next there. You guys aren't at the Rat Catchers Guild. You guys are at the Kingsguard.
Yeah.
All right, fine. I think they were lined. They were lined up outside the cells.
They're in cells. I think you threw them all in one cell.
Oh yes.
I think I remember you threw them all in one cell from watching the VODs back.
It was rather crowded.
Yeah, you've got 9 of them in one cell.
And so is everybody coming around to the Kingsguard then, or are we? What's...
Yeah. So Stinky Nook was at the Kingsguard. He was just further down the same building at the sheriff's office, whereas you guys are in a different part of the building at the cells. So he was in the same building as you, so you weren't split very far. So he's now come back to you with the sheriff.
Sweet. I was just checking if they were coming to us. We're still here.
Mm-hmm.
Even in roleplay, I'm lazy.
So before Darrow gets back, does anybody want to do anything?
Well, I want to find out how many of these guys have actually been down the sewers, or whether it was just the boss rat catcher that went down there.
You're going to ask him?
Yes, indeed. I think pick the youngest one and get the sheriff's permission to pull him out of the cell, take him off to one side, out of earshot of the others.
You don't get to treat him like the sheriff dealt with the boss, are you?
No. I haven't got a hammer to beat him with. I can just poke him with my rapier.
Darrow's got a hammer. You borrow.
Darrow's not here.
Ah, that's right.
He's on his way back.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to grab the youngest guy?
Well, yes, on the grounds that he's likely to be the easiest to intimidate. Sheriff
says whatever you need to do. Whatever you need to do, get all the information you need from these guys. You've got my license to do so. So he lets you pull out one of the younger boys then. Let's say there's one that's really young, like 15, 16. Let's say 16 to not be too sick.
Fair enough, I'll take him out of earshot, sit him down, and ask him to tell me what has been going on with regard to the were-rat problem.
Okay, so he'll tell you that he's never been down in the sewers, and he'll tell you that 8 out of 10 of the guys, or 7 out of the 9 of the guys in that cell's ever been down the sewers, and probably only one of them's ever been down, and that they had stopped going up, so that guild had stopped going down into the sewers some time ago, and they've only been working in the streets for the people that can afford them, and that's why the problem's built up, and that's why they had to get in that other rat catcher, because these guys weren't going down, and they're refusing. The town was refusing to pay what these guys were asking to go down. So there's only been one of the older guys has actually been down in the sewers, but he'll tell you that he was infected by the boss man. The boss infected them all. All the guys that work there are were-rats, and it was the boss that infected them all.
Okay, presumably infected them and then told them that he'd done it, and they couldn't tell anyone, otherwise they'd be opening themselves up to...
Exactly.
Yes.
So that's exactly what he did. He deliberately infected them all with lycanthropy, so that they all had to be part of his plan to hold the town to ransom.
Okay. Who killed the the dwarven rat catcher.
There's more were rats in the sewers.
There's more were rats in the sewers.
Yeah, there's loads. And apparently there's a big giant rat, like the size I don't think has ever seen before. It's like not of this worldly.
Okay, and which of the guys in the cells is the one who's seen it?
So let's say he's an older guy that is a rat catcher, a physical rat catcher that actually goes out and hunts giant rats, and that used to go down into the sewers. Let's say his name's Nigel. I don't know.
Okay. Because I know the boss man's not going to give us any information, so we'll need to use Nigel.
So let's say Nigel's an older guy, like in his 40s, 50s then.
Okay.
An older seasoned rat catcher is a tough grizzly looking dude. He's one that's not flinched, he's like, doesn't look scared of you guys, he's like, just like stony faced, like poker face throughout the whole thing.
Fair enough. Alright, well I'll get him to give me the rundown on the others in amongst the rat catchers as to who is actually guilty of what. Okay, it's only his word for it, but I think he's probably terrified out of his wits that he's going to be hung or kind of...
Are you still asking the young boy this?
This is still the young boy. I'm trying to get the information I can out of him. It's going to be limited because he's not been down the sewers, and it's only what he will have been able to pick up. But if he's also the most likely to be influenced, you know, I can cow him most.
It will tell you that Nigel was Phil's right hand man, and if anybody knows anything and is in on it, then it would be Nigel.
Right. Okay. So the upshot is that there's more were rats and probably more giant rats and probably this super king rat down in the sewers, and Nigel's probably the best person to show us on the map where this all is. Okay, but I'm also trying to figure out how many of these were rats we are guilty of something serious, and how many have just been infected against their will and really are just victims.
So this young boy, let's say, the young boy needs a name. Let's say he's called Anthony. We've already got an Anton, but we'll call him Anthony. He'll tell you that we're working in a rat catchers guild and we've all been infected. None of us are guilty apart from Phil the boss, and maybe Nigel's in on it, but I don't even think so. I think Nigel's just the same as the rest of us, to be honest.
Yeah, but Nigel's been down in the sewers since being infected.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably been involved with the were rats down there.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, well, I will call the sheriff over.
Okay.
Outside the door of the room where I've been talking to this lad, explain to the sheriff what I've found so far, which is that it's likely that the majority of the rat catchers have been infected against their will and are just guilty of of going along with the boss in holding the town to ransom, but haven't been involved in crimes as were-rats. But that I'll explain, there are more things down in the sewers that need to be dealt with. Nigel probably knows about them, so we need to get that information out of him if possible. But as far as the rest of them are concerned, I think once the plague is over, I think need to look at whether there's some way of getting them back from being were-rats. I don't know whether cure disease or anything like that would work on them. I'm not an expert on were-rats.
I'm the dungeon master. I'm not an expert on lycanthropy. We would have to look up the rules if it came to it.
Yeah, well, it's just that I don't think that the majority of them have done anything worthy of being killed. But it's your town, your laws.
Okay, well.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
At the very least, we need to chain them all up so that they can't go anywhere, and I think we need to squeeze Nigel for all the information we can get on what's actually down in the sewers.
You say, go and get Nigel then, I'll stay here. You take this one back. You take Anthony back and go and get Nigel then.
Fair enough, I shall take Anthony back. I shall collect Nigel.
Nigel, like, resisted a bit and like, fuck you, you're not taking me anywhere, like, he's not having it. So do you, like, poke him in the back with anything, or how are you going to restrain him?
I shall pull out my rapier, poke him in the wrist with it just to demonstrate that yes, it does damage him.
Yeah, because it's a +4 weapon.
It's magic.
So you're going to give him a wee prick on the wrist with it and just say, yeah, you do bleed with my weapon, buddy. You're going to give him one of them.
Yeah.
Nice, I like it. And then you're going to march him down to this other cell
March him down with the tip of the rapier in his kidney. Oof. Well, outside his kidney, you know what I mean.
Oof. Ouch. You're mean man. Right, so you march him back down to this other cell with the sheriff, and you're going to interrogate him now.
Exactly.
Okay, let's have it. What are you saying to him? David.
1 second, I'm just going to check something.
Ah, right, okay. This is where I'm going to get called out again on no remembering something, and you'll be like, well, actually.
And Nigel's the older guy.
Yes. Nigel's
like
late 40s, early 50s, let's say.
He's the second-hand man, aye?
He's like the second-hand man to
the old bludgeon teeth.
To old bludgeon teeth, aye.
Okay. Let's keep him notes up to date.
Right, so I will tell Nigel that we've had some information from Phil. We want to double check it with him. So if he would care to show us on this map of the sewers where he believes the rest of the were rats and the king rat are.
Okay, so I'm going to move us to the sewer map so that we can all see it. And I'll move you guys to it as well. We'll zoom out. You'll need to zoom out.
Okay, zoomed out.
So, he'll tell you. Can everybody see the map?
Yeah.
Everybody zoomed out? So he'll tell you that the rats have sleeping quarters, like here. The were rats, he means.
Yep.
There's bedrooms all down here. There's dining rooms here. A kitchen somewhere around here, he says. He says that there's the big alien giant rat thing lives in here. And there's an altar where they all worship it. And they've got treasure chests in here full of silver that they feed it. So there you go, he'll tell you everything. Because he knows he's going to get stabbed with a rapier if he doesn't, so... There you go, you've got all your information.
I mean, we haven't told him that Phil is dead. I've told him that we've got information from Phil and we're double checking it with him. And if one of them proves to be lying, then that's it.
Sorry, he also pointed to here for bedrooms as well.
What's that?
And how many were rats are we talking about, roughly?
He says anything that could be, I reckon there's 12 to 20 were rats, a load of giant rats, and a big mutant god rat that they all worship.
Right. Okay.
Tammy's hating it, eh? You hate a dungeon, Tammy, eh?
I don't think
I'm not bothered, I'm not going.
She's not going. Fuck it. I'm not going to any dungeons today. I'm not going back in that stinking sewer.
What's the weather like? What time of year were we at again?
I think we're at autumn time. Anyone?
Oh, it's my favourite.
Guys, like how good is your your long knowledge of our campaign then? We're in the autumn, I think.
I'm pretty sure we are actually.
It's one of these kind of seasons you have up here, isn't it?
Aye, thinking it's like what's it autumn?
It's the best one, thinking it's one with all the colours.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, it starts getting cold though.
Yeah. It's
So
much more
are you back on the town map, guys? Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Mhm.
Okay, well, I think we return Nigel to the cell with the others, and I think we have to guard them really until we get the shackles. So has Darrow turned up yet?
I'd say Darrow turned up by now after you've grilled a couple of guys. So the group is all together again.
Okay, in that case, if I might... We can't move everybody away from guarding these guys, so if I take half of them away and bring them up to speed with what I found out, and then the other half... So I'll
remember, there are members of the Kingsguard here as well. You've got the actual soldiers or officers of the Kingsguard here as well, guarding.
Yes. Do they have silvered or magical weapons? I asked the sheriff.
No, he would say no, they don't have silvered or magical weapons.
Yeah, so I think for the time being we'd probably better leave half our party there guarding them until the silver shackles
so you're
turn.
gonna pull the party aside a couple at a time then. Who's first?
Exactly. Well, I'll take them in order of importance. So Kiara first, then Darrow, then Andamaka.
Oh, you're mean to Trevor, man. What was that all about?
Oh, charming.
You forgot about Eleonora, the NPC, altogether as well.
And Andamaka is the most stable. Kiara is the most volatile. So if I leave her till last, she'll get upset. So.
Darrow's kind of the leader as well, because he's the original member of the party.
And we're being taken in pairs, are we?
Well, no, because if we leave two guarding the prisoners at any one time...
well, that could be Andamaka and Eleonora.
Oh, and of course Eleonora's there as well, yes. In that case, we'll leave Andamaka and Eleonora to guard the prisoners, while I tell Darrow and Kiara, and then swap them over and inform Andamaka and Eleonora.
Okay,
so there are 12 to 20 more weir rats down in the sewers, along with the load more giant rats, plus a mega god rat that eats silver.
And we determined that the god rat is definitely bigger than the thing we've already killed.
Yes.
The big king.
And Darrow will let, whilst we're away from the guards, from the prisoners, say about how long it will be before the shackle.
Well, unfortunately, I think we're just going to have to wait here and guard them until the shackles turn up.
Well, let's say you've got 5 big, strong guys then, Darrow. Let's say the DM doing no research on how long it takes to smith some shackles. So let's say Sybil, the expert smith, and 5 big, strong guys that are getting paid well can knock them up in 4 hours then. Because it's just shackles. They're just making some loops, aren't they? Some loops with bolt holes to put a bolt through.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the chains and so on, those can just be.
Those would be iron, yeah.
Iron or steel.
Well, just be 20, or I guess 40 if you want to do hand and foot ones.
She would have
silver.
She would have the pieces of them would be like done by like a mold. It wouldn't all be. Surely. She would have like little.
She would have a mold, yeah.
Yeah, like a little stone mold to cast iron.
So she would
silver.
She would just have the guys like stoking her fire for her and then doing the cooling for her, and she would just get it done quicker. So let's say she does them in 4 hours.
Well, or whether even the shackles are just.
You cut off there a bit, Peter, I think.
Whether the shackles will be dipped in silver, so rather than whole shackles being...
Yeah, she probably just has to bang up 40 shackles and then dip them in silver.
Yeah.
So let's say she does it in 4 hours.
Jolly good.
What time of day are we on? You went into the sewers early in the morning.
Yeah, we went in the morning, but then we've had all the kerfuffle at the rat catchers, sorting out the mayor, etc.
So that's it was the early afternoon by then. So let's say it's come dinner time by the time it's the end of a working day. Then 5-6 o'clock by the time the shackles are ready. Yeah.
Okay. Can we send a messenger to the enchanter's place? One of these guards who isn't actually guarding. To tell him that we'll be by at the end of the day to pick up the information and the equipment that he was identifying for us.
Well, it'd be ready now. Why don't you just send one of your guys to go and get it?
Okay.
I shouldn't be suggesting things. I'm the DM. You should be coming up with your own ideas. But yeah.
Well, it's just a case of whether or not we're safe taking one of us away. I mean, I'm quite happy to pop over there.
Any other volunteers?
We've got enough of us here, haven't we?
Yeah, fine. All right, I will head over there and collect the information and the equipment.
I need to pull up some notes then, and these are digital, so let me just grab these.
And I will pull up the list so that I can write out what they actually are.
Okay, so I've got. You already know what the scrolls are that you got from Dirtfingers, don't you? You don't need those identified.
No, you said that we could read them, but you never actually told us what was on there.
Ah, right, okay, well, there you go. You've got scrolls of Flame Arrow, Hold Person, and Darkness. Right, and so I've got his list of items up just now. So I'll tell you the items you got from him that have been identified. So the person at the shop hands you the items and tells you what they are, okay? So remember that the staff with a skull on it on the top is a staff of striking. Do you know that magic item?
Yes, indeed.
Nice. That's a staff of striking. Remember?
Does that one have charges?
Yeah. Does Identify tell you how many charges it has?
I don't know. I'm not a wizard.
I mean, you're 20 years more a player than me. Like, do you not remember?
I'm opening the second edition.
Go on, Peter. So let's see if Identify tells you how many uses are on it, because I've got a note of how many charges are on these items. In the meantime, I can tell you what the other ones are.
When I Identify spell is cast, I mean, there's various formulae based on the level of the guy and that. But it assumes he's got professional things to help him.
Okay, let's see. They tell you then. They paid top dollar as well. So they tell you that the staff with the skull on it is a staff of striking with 9 charges in it. Okay.
Okay. The wand with the teardrop
is a wand of flame extinguishing with 8 charges in it.
And what was that again?
A wand of flame extinguishing.
Right.
Next is the ring with 3 eyes on it, David.
3 eyes, yes.
It's a ring of wizardry, and it will grant you, the wearer, it has to be a magic user, it will grant the wearer an extra 1st level, 2nd level and 3rd level spell slot while they're wearing it. Is that you, Trevor? Yeah, I thought so.
Yep.
The next
I think
one.
we still that one, don't we?
Yeah, there's eyeing it up as well, though, remember?
No, I don't think it's... Bards can wear a ring of wizardry, I don't think. I need to double check the rules, but I don't think they're eligible. Yeah, I think it's wizard only.
No.
I think. I'm not 100%. We'll check that. And the ring with a drop of blood on it. Stinking it.
Yep.
It's a ring of regeneration.
Ooh.
Ooh. Some sick items, right? Now, what else have you got on your list? Because that's all I've got in that one.
Is that 1 point per melee round or 3 points per melee round?
It's
All per turn.
It's 1 per turn. It's the lowest.
1 per turn.
1 per turn. 1 hit point per 10 minutes.
It's mainly if you go negative, you're still alive.
Yep.
And presumably you have to have been wearing the ring when you take the damage. We can't just pass it round and regenerate stuff that... All right.
No, so I've always had this thing where people have always said, what if you just passed around the ring of regeneration? So let's think of it like 5th edition has attunement, and it attunes to you, attunes to one user, and it would take like a week to attune to someone else. Okay?
That's fine.
We'll use the 5th edition attunement for this item to makes it a fairer item, eh?
Okay. Well, of course, the best person to have it is the one who's out in front taking all the risks, etc. Anyway, also we have a magic morning star.
Oh, right, okay, so I remember what list that's on. 2 seconds. It's on a character sheet from a baddie. If I can remember which one. So, it's Morningstar +1. Plain and simple Morningstar +1.
We had a fancy Warhammer.
Right, let me try and find whose character sheet that's on.
I think that was the guy, the cleric who had the Talos symbol, or he was in that party, because there was the fancy Warhammer and the fancy plate mail.
Yep, just try to work out which one he was.
That's some sick stuff, though, guys.
Mm.
We might be able to swap the Morningstar for something else, mightn't we? I don't think any of us use Morningstar.
Yes. Magic bow would be useful.
Excuse me, sorry.
Right, I can't find the Warhammer, so let's say it is. Let's be fancy and give you another cool as fuck magic item. I throw in a Warhammer +1 returning, so it's like magically comes back when you throw it. There you go.
Ooh.
Don't say I'm not nice to you guys. That's a fucking item, right? And I just winged that one because I couldn't find the Warhammer on the character sheet. So there you go. You can have a +1 returning Warhammer.
There's some fancy plate mail as well.
Okay, so was plate mail +1, yeah.
And there was a holy symbol, which was magic, which was in the shape of a lightning bolt from Talos.
Yes. So
but we assume that that's evil, and we'll have to get it destroyed.
Yeah.
On the
So
altar.
that's identified, and it's just it identifies as being a holy symbol of an evil priest. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. That's a whole lot of items, like.
Yep, we had 3 scrolls.
Yep. All right. So that was the flame arrow. That was the 3 that I said.
And only usable, presumably, by arcane casters only.
Yeah, so the scrolls were arcane scrolls because you got those for dirt fingers. It was flame arrow. Hang on 2 seconds. I get the thing up again.
Because the other 2 spells were ones which could have been either. That's why I want to confirm.
Can't get the sheet open now. It was flame arrow and 2 others. I said to you a second ago, David. Did you write it down? That anybody?
No, because you said it so fast, and then we moved on to the items.
I can't get the sheet to open now for some reason. I think it was flame arrow, hold person.
Yeah, whole person sounds like.
We'll have to look again later. Because for some reason, the sheet will not open.
But presumably that's the arcane hold person, not the
show to
clerical.
players. I can show to everyone. This handout isn't currently shared with players. Do you still want to share it with players in the game? Yes, it's Dirtfinger's gear. You've had it all identified, so it's fine. There you go. So you should see that if you go to notes on roll 20, you see Dirtfinger's gear.
Yes, it's just popped up.
Darkness is the other spell.
There you go.
Darkness, lovely.
Yeah, Flame Arrow and Hold Person are a bit above my pay grade at the moment.
Flame Arrow, Hold
Not
Person,
for too
and
long,
Darkness
I
were the
hope.
spells on the scrolls.
We had 2 healing potions, which we know about. There were 4 other potions.
Yeah, so one of them was, hang on, I need to get those sheets up again. You've got sorry, how many potions did you say you've got?
There were 2 healing potions and 4 other potions.
Yeah, so the healing potions are 1d10 healing potions.
That's good.
You're never going to believe what the potions are. Potions of speed. Times 4.
But I think we've already established Well, hold on, no we haven't. We don't know that they age us unless someone finds out.
Yeah, that would be metagaming knowledge actually, Peter. Right, good point. So yeah, 2
Well,
1d10 healing potions and 4 potions of speed.
Well, I think the best bet is if we take one of a potion of speed round to the alchemist and ask the alchemist whether it's an aging one.
Ah, you've got an alchemist in town.
Yeah.
If I can remember where it is.
And if it's speed, just speeds up your movement, but doesn't speed up your combat, then it's unlikely to age you. But we'll ask. Okay. Well, you can ask that tomorrow.
I'll just tell you now, it's the standard potion of speed, so the same as the spell, so it does age you.
We're definitely gonna like get food and go prepare and sleep and stuff first, though, eh?
Yeah.
Before you go. It's
definitely like tea time. I've been standing guarding these guys all day waiting for these shackles.
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah. So Daryl comes. So Sybil comes back with the shackles now. Then, what do you want to do?
And the mayor may have come back.
The mayor would have come down by now. Yes. So the mayor comes down by now, and he's spoken to the sheriff about what needs to be done next. And I mean, the sheriff's going to talk to you about that in a moment. Probably him and the mayor are going to talk to you about that in a moment. But as Sybil gets back with the shackles, is there anything you guys want to say to her?
Thank you.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Anyone else?
Yes, I mean, I would have asked Eleonora what you do about weird creatures, because I think that's a thing that clerics would know.
Eleonora would talk about silver weapons, and magic weapons. She would have that knowledge. She doesn't know about
curing them. Can't clerics cure them? Isn't that the sort of thing you clerics do?
Is lycanthropy a disease, and cure disease works? No, I think it's cure curse. Remove curse for lycanthropy.
It's if you had the lycanthropy for a certain amount of time, you need to be very high level.
Alright, okay, so these guys have all been, apart from Phil who's dead, these guys have all been were-rats for not very long at all.
Well, in that case, we can try.
Yeah, I mean, see, my character doesn't know this, but yes, I think you have to do a remove curse at the time of the full moon.
Ah, there you go. That is it. Yeah, it's remove curse at the time of a full moon. And didn't we say we were on a full moon, or we were the day before a full moon? It was mentioned in the last couple of sessions, like.
A remove curse allows the character to make a saving throw to free himself from the lycanthropy, but it must be cast on one of the nights when the actual change occurs.
Aye, so it has to be cast on a full moon night, and he gets a saving throw to not be cured.
Yeah. Saving throw versus polymorph. If he makes his saving throw versus polymorph, the lycanthropy is broken and will not affect the character.
And it's remove curse, he said.
Remove curse.
Right, which one of you guys can cast that then?
Can Eleonora do that?
Eleonora's level 5, I think. Same as Darrow as a cleric, I think.
So that's 20.
So you can cure it. You can cast it, yeah?
Yeah, but there's more. Oh no, we have the wisdom bonus. So we've both got wisdom bonus. That's 2 each a day.
Oh yes.
More to the point, how many of the priests in the town can cast remove curse, and when is the next full moon?
So yeah, there's probably enough priests in the town that are high enough.
Because we're leaving tomorrow.
Remember, it was a fairly big town with a few different temples. Because you already helped at one of the temples in the town when you arrived. I would say there is enough clerics between. If Darrow and Eleonora can do 4, and you've got 9 were-rats, I'd say you need another 3 clerics of your level, roughly. So yeah, you could find that.
Yeah.
But then if they make their saves, you need to try again tomorrow.
Well, when's the full moon?
Well,
Because it's got to be cast on the night of the full moon.
Yeah, well, I think we were on the day before the full moon.
Yeah, I think it's either day,
Full moon
either side.
and the night either side.
Yeah, and I think you're one side. I think you're coming up to it. You're the day before a full moon. That was mentioned in the last sessions.
And what we can't remember is whether we've used any third-level spells already.
Today. So what did you do today? Today? You were in the sewers. Is that all you've done today, or were you... You did...
Yes, it was just in the sewers today.
Yeah. Did you cast anything down there?
Well, there was...
I didn't get a chance.
You weren't down long.
No.
There was the King Rat. So whether we cast prayer or not, I don't know.
I don't think you did. I don't think you cast any higher level spells. I don't think you've even done any healing, have you, since you came up?
No, I'm still down 3 hit points.
I will have... That will get cured at some point.
The thing is, the mayor or the sheriff's going to have to talk to Elise for more time, for an extra day, basically. Because you guys are supposed to be leaving in the morning.
I'm sorry, it's not an extra day. Getting rid of 12 to 20 were-rats, plus giant rats, plus gigantic rats, plus super rats. That's going to be more than a day's work, I think.
Oh, do that in a
we will
that
also
for
need
lunch.
to have... Nah, guys, we will also need to have a conversation with this mayor and the sheriff about how much this is going to cost us. Because the townspeople don't have a proper rat catcher. The rat catcher, the extortionate guy, didn't even want to do it. It's this big eye. Like, do you know what I mean? If they're wanting us to go down there and clear this stuff out, we need, like,
Kiana wants to
hell
talk
of money.
money.
Yeah.
Right, so who are you asking? The mayor then? Are you asking him directly, Kiara?
Fucking right.
Yes, I mean, after all, he has to kind of persuade Kiara to want to go down into the sewers again.
Yeah.
Yes, the serpent is worthy of his hire.
The
I'm
serpent?
just gonna. Sorry, I'll go speak to him myself, like when he's there. No
Okay.
bother.
Before you nip off to speak to the mayor, could you tell me what the other two...
What the other two
Say
got?
again, David.
You cut off at the end there, David.
Sorry, what are the other 2 scrolls?
So it was whole
The
person,
scrolls were Flame Arrow, Old Person, and
darkness.
Those were the 3 that we got from Dirtfingers.
Dirtfingers, yeah.
You'll say there were 2 other scrolls,
We picked up 2 other scrolls with that spell book and everything else. Yes, so there's 2 more scrolls.
There is 2 more scrolls?
Yep.
Right, well I've lost them. Do you want to randomly roll them?
Yep.
Nice.
Nice. First roll back.
So what we're going to use to roll them on, we just want to get the spell book and do it alphabetically and see how many there is and roll whatever it is.
Yeah.
I tell you what, roll 2d100. We'll go down the list.
So you have to decide first whether they're clerical or magic.
Let's say one's right. So one's
Well, why not roll using the DMG?
In fact, I've got an idea for you. Right, roll 1d9. This is a wizard spell one. Somebody roll 1d9. You can do it in the Burning Staff channel in Discord, or you could do it on the game, I suppose. Let me pull that up on screen so people can see it.
Well,
You can do it in roll 20.
what you used to do was invite one of the listeners if
Just
there's
get a
any.
viewer to do it. Yeah, if there's anybody watching that's in my Discord, they can do it if they want, or we can do it here. So, I'll start and I'll roll the first one. Is it slash roll in D20 in roll 20? It's been so long.
I think it is now.
Slash roll 1d9. Okay. So it's a level 5 wizard spell, the first one. So let's pull up the list. Let's roll. I reckon there's about. In fact, I'll count them real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's about 40. So roll 1d40. I'll do it, and someone else can do the next one, right? So, 39, so it's the second last one. Wall of Iron. There's not exactly 40 on the list, but I just went by the second last one on the list is Wall of Iron, right? Okay, that's the first one done. Who wants to roll for the one that's a priest spell? Roll 1d7.
I will roll a 1d7. No, it has to be down here, but slash roll. Slash roll.
Yeah, slash roll space 1d7. Let's see what you get.
Damn.
A level 1 spell. So, let's go priest spells. First level, priest. Oh, there's about 20 on there. Roll 1d20.
24 on there.
There's 24. Roll 1d24 then.
Oh.
14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Invisibility to animals. Is your second
Wait.
scroll.
So are giant rats animals, I wonder?
So I've got a question for you,
Yeah.
which is that's almost certainly an animal domain one.
Wrong one. Yep.
And so are Eric allowed to read scrolls that aren't in their domain?
If
What do you mean?
let's say yes, because it's not granted to you by your god, it's been granted to you by the power of the scroll. So you're not getting this magic power from your god at this time, you're getting it from the scroll. So let's say you can use ones that are outside of your sphere. If it's a scroll, yes.
Right.
Let's say in the wizard's case, a wizard couldn't copy it. And in fact, let's say wizards can't use ones that are opposite schools.
Yeah.
Just like they can't with spells.
Right. Okay. So in that case,
So you could use it.
yes. So it's not a total waste of the scroll.
You could use it, Eleanor could use it. And what was it? What was the level 5 wizard scroll?
I've got it, guys. It was Wall of Iron.
Wall of Iron.
Wall of.
It'll be a while before anybody's using that. What, do you have to be level 9 to use level 5 spells?
I think so.
Yeah.
Level 9 wizard, probably like level 12 or something.
So,
as a bard.
What's the next order of business then? Do you want to split up your magic items and see who's going to equip any of them and wear any of them? Or who's going to carry what? David, tell your group what you've got.
What are we?
Okay. The equipment we have...
4 potions of speed.
You're really keen on us using those potions of
No,
speed,
I'm
aren't you?
just trying to remember. You've got 4 potions of speed, so let's split up your stuff then before we go on any adventures.
So, first of all, we have some arcane scrolls, but we don't have a wizard, correct?
No, you do.
No.
Well, that's me.
And a Macar. And can't bards use wizards? Bards can use wizard scrolls.
Yeah, I can copy spells as well.
Yeah,
I've got
bards
fucking-
can use wizard scrolls.
Okay. Well,
Isn't it a bard that can use any school?
I'm half elven as well.
Bards can use any school of magic. They're not restricted, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the flame arrow is arcane. Is that hold person and darkness arcane as well?
Yes,
Or are
that's
those...
an arcane hold person. It's not a priest
Okay.
hold person.
And the darkness the same?
Yes, because they
Okay.
came from Dirt Fingers.
Can we scroll back? What does that mean?
So darkness causes it's the opposite of the light spell. It causes a magical darkness. Hold person is one you've seen.
No,
I think.
the other word that you're saying.
Arcane.
Arcane.
Arcane means magical, usable by wizards.
Yeah.
And
Arcane magic is wizard magic, whereas divine magic is cleric magic.
yes.
Okay.
And the reason we were asking was because hold person and darkness, there are clerical spells
There are
and
versions
magical
of both, yeah.
spells. So we needed to check which ones they were.
So who's
Okay.
getting those wizard scrolls then?
What but whoever of us are they scrolls that we can only use once, or are they scrolls that we copy?
Either. You've got both
So
options.
it would it really matter if it was like me or Andrew McCarr or whoever that got it? If
you're
one of us
copying
has
them,
got
yeah.
it, can we get
Because
a
you can
chance to
copy from
copy
each
of the
other's
other
spell
one?
books, yes.
Yeah.
Well, as a bard, can she copy an arcane spell as a bard?
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Yeah,
She has a spell book.
Okay, fine. We also have another arcane spell book, and we don't know what's in that.
I do.
Have you got? Okay.
Let me find it.
In that case, if we get Andamacar and Kiara to have a look at that, they may well find some spells in there that they want as well.
Yeah, I need some more second level spells.
Now it's reminding myself if it was him or if it was. 2 seconds, I need. Oh, I don't have it open. Right, how am I gonna close this?
Even if you want to take them first, Andamacar, and then if we ever get a chance when people are not trying to drag us underground all the time, where we can just try and copy, because I'm sure that I've got a lot copied into my book from yours, or from ones that we were doing together.
Right, spellbook, got them. The level 1 spells in that spellbook are, and it's not Dirt Fingers because you already did his spells. This is SL, who was one of the Dark Blades, one of those baddies that you bought the Elven Chainmail off. So, level 1 spells.
Okay, yeah.
Who's writing this down?
Me.
Level 1, identify, read magic, detect magic, stop me from going too fast, magic missile, chill touch, armor, level 2 spells, spectral hand, knock.
Someone else doing this too. Hold on. Jess, do you want to just copy it somewhere?
Yeah, I could do that actually. So I'll copy it into...
You can still read it and tell us what's there for the sake of...
I'll copy it into the Roll20 chat there. I'll copy it into the Twitch chat here.
Thank you.
And let me get my thing back up. So where was I? Level 2 spells. Spectral Hand, Knock, Invisibility, and Flaming Sphere. That's that spellbook's contents.
Yeah, I could certainly do with those.
You can take that first if you want, then. If you don't mind, at one point, if I can get a chance to copy it off you.
Yes, yeah. We'll certainly share them around.
The Mysterious Mask, that was the other thing you wanted identified as well. We forgot about that. Remember?
So you said that wasn't actually magical, or was that wrong?
Well, it's called a Mask of Shadows. Is that a magical item in the game? That's what I've got on his... I'm looking at his character sheet and he wears a Mask of Shadows. So is that an item? Do you remember it?
I honestly don't know.
Note it down. You've got a Mask of Shadows. I'll work it out later.
Okay.
Right, okay.
That was from that same magic user. Mask of Shadows. It's what he was wearing was this mask.
What does that do?
I don't remember. I'm going to look it up, and if it's not something that's in the rules, then it's something I've homebrewed and made up, and I don't remember what it is, so I'm going to have to make it up again. Yeah.
Just make it something really cool, though.
Yeah, it will be. Gonna make it something like, if I am making it up, if it's not something that's already in the rules, it'll be like a mask of being able to, you can change your appearance to look like a different race or a different gender or something like that. It'll be something cool.
Well, Forgotten Realms Wiki says that Shadow Mask was a shadow spell used by arcane spellcasters in the realms, one of the spells commonly employed by Harper agents. So, if it's a magic item which has it cast onto it, then it could be useful.
Well, I'll get back to you on that, okay, for the next session. But you have a Mask of Shadows as well, right? So let's split up your gear. Is anybody taking the Warhammer, the Warhammer +1 returning? I think I know who wants that.
I'm the obvious person to use it.
Why?
Because he's proficient in Warhammer.
Because I'm proficient in Warhammer.
It's what he uses for a throwing weapon is a Warhammer, isn't it?
I know, but if you've got one already...
I've also got a +1 spear.
Yeah, you've got +1 spear, yeah.
Well, I've got 3 of them.
That's right. You've got a collection.
Greedy.
So, I mean, whether there's other people who can use the spears instead, or...
Who's proficient in spear, who's proficient in Warhammer?
I'm not proficient, but I've got one.
So, but have you got a magic bow as well? Have you got magic arrows, or does it?
No, I don't really use a bow.
Of course, yeah.
Uses a sword.
Yeah, because you're on minors with anything that's not your...
Yes, I mean, maybe sometime I might try using one, but it's not really my thing.
I think you're the only person who would want the Warhammer, unless Kiara, you're not proficient, are you, in Warhammer?
It's not a bad weapon.
No, but it looks cool.
It's a very cool weapon, like.
There's Eleonora.
There's Eleonora. I'll check her. Well, you've got her character sheet. You can check her weapon proficiencies. Tell me if she's proficient. She only has a sword at the moment, and it is a +1 weapon.
Yeah, I'll have a look.
I'll look at Eleonora's sheet then. I think unless Eleonora wants that, Darrow, you're the obvious choice for that. Eh?
She has longsword and longbow at the moment as her weapon proficiencies.
Ah, right, okay, so Darrow, I think you're the only choice for that. You can add that to your sheet.
Yeah, she's probably entitled to one more weapon, but...
She's level 5. Level 5 priest. She probably has one more weapon proficiency slot.
So you start with 2 and add 1 after a little while, so I would have thought...
I think at level 6, actually. Yeah, do your next one.
Yeah, because I think that's something which changed between the game system. But I think she has 3 weapons at the moment.
Well, there you go. If she's got an open weapon proficiency slot, you can maybe give her the Warhammer with +1 returning. Because it's not just a throwing Warhammer. You can use it as a Warhammer. You can use it as a melee weapon as well, but it just returns if you throw it.
It's the thing is, a lot of returning hammers are dwarven ones.
It is a dwarven looking hammer. It was the dwarf you got it from.
So it may make more sense for her to be given spears to use than...
Yeah. Give her your +1 spears. And
alternatively, if she has an open weapon proficiency, she could take the Staff of Striking. Because that can be recharged.
Yeah.
And it's the equivalent of a +3 magical weapon.
It's +3 quarterstaff, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Does D6 +3, but that uses a charge up. However, it can be recharged. The question is, who can recharge it? Presumably a cleric can recharge it, but how?
Someone that can cast the spell, what it's based on, I guess. I'm rusty, like.
Well, that's
a magic weapon. So yeah, if somebody was proficient with quarterstaff, there's that.
Presumably, I mean, just as a quarterstaff, it does damage.
Yeah. Right, and what else have we got? Anybody using the plate mail +1?
The Warhammer is +1 returning.
Yep.
Yep.
Plate mail +1. Dad, what are you wearing? You've already got like plate mail +1, don't you?
I think I've got better than that. Let me... So I'm at the moment.
Eleonora only has chainmail +1.
There you go, you could upgrade her armour.
In that case,
Yeah,
I think we'll give that.
Yeah, I've got field plate +1, so I've got better.
There you go, so give that...
Yeah, I was just touching our elven chainmail.
So, does somebody want to update Eleanora's sheet, including doing the armour class and everything then?
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the
Nice
character
one,
sheet
Trevor.
open.
Nice one. Right, what else have we got? +1. What is it? Morning Star. None of you guys will want that, right?
That throwing one.
No, Morning Star's like a... So imagine like a Warhammer with like a spiked ball on the end instead of like a square
Oh,
hammer.
that's really exciting. I was so excited for this because when I was thinking of Morning Star, I was thinking like a little throwing star thing. I was
No,
buzzing
not
for
throwing
that.
stars. No. You'll have to hang fire for a new weapon yet, Tammy. There's nothing really for you in these. What's next?
That's something we can trade at some...
Yep, trade. Right, Ring of Regeneration. Anybody sticking that on? This is a good one. It's good for everybody. This is an argument.
Not an argument, a discussion.
Well, I'm holding out for the Ring of Wizardry because it seems the obvious one to give me.
But but I'm going to say it works on bards as well, just for flavour, so we can have a fight about that one then. Anyone that can use wizard spells, it works for. So, do you want to fight about that one first then?
So what does it do?
So
Hold
it
on.
gives you one extra level 1, one extra level 2, and one extra level 3 spell slot. So you can use 3 extra spells per day. It doesn't give you a level 3 slot if you don't have level 3 slots, but...
Yeah, I was going to say, do you have any level 3 spells?
Well, not yet. Well, not yet.
And Kiara does.
Do you have level 2?
Yeah, it does.
I've got level 2, level 1, but I haven't got level 3 yet.
So, Kiara, you have level 3 spells, don't you?
No, not yet.
No, that's right.
So
You're a bard, level 6. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I've got a scroll that has a level 3 spell on it, so I have it like
Ready.
I have one,
Yeah.
but I'm not able to do it
You
yet.
can't cast level 3 spells yet.
But I've got quite good spells, like.
So you would both get the same benefit from that ring. You would get equal benefit from it.
But then the party would get benefit from the person who had more to do, surely.
No, it's going to give you both. Whoever uses it is going to get 2 extra spells per day.
Yeah, but if I've got more spells per each slot, then it's worth more for me, surely.
No,
If my spells are better than his.
it's worth.
You've got the same spells,
Your
really.
spells are more powerful, so your fireball is
Yeah, for example, Tammy's magic missile does more damage, doesn't it?
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Like, whose spells do more?
So yeah,
like,
so I think it is actually, it does benefit the party more. It puts more damage on your magic missile. You get an extra magic missile. Your magic missile does more damage than Trevor's because he casts it at a lower level. Is that right?
I can't even do magic missile.
Or you can't do magic missile.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah,
There you
I've
go.
got
So that's a spell you use all the time, and it's a guaranteed hit, and it gives you an extra one of them every day. So maybe it's very advantageous to you.
I get 3 shots already on magic missiles.
It's an extra 3 per day. An extra power.
And what you need to clarify is exactly how the ring works. So is it at the beginning of the day, the spellcaster has to memorize the spell and specify it then? Or is it they get an extra casting
They have an extra slot. So while they're wearing it, when they go to bed at night, they can memorise an extra spell, and then the next day while they're wearing it, they can cast an extra spell.
Okay, so whoever gets it needs to write down what the extra spells they memorise.
Yeah.
But we have them memorised already.
So who's
Like, I
having that?
don't have to pick and choose mine. Mine are not like.
Yeah, you know.
Do you know what I mean?
So who's having that?
Hold on. Are they free? That's the bar. Do the arcane people have free casting, or do they have to free choose in your
No,
game?
she pre-chooses her spells. It's clerics that don't, arcane casters do, so bards and wizards choose their spells at night when they're studying.
Yes.
So she does that as well.
Yes. So you've got to choose the spell before you.
Yeah.
Whoever gets it needs to remember to write down the extra spells that they've memorised.
Yeah. Right, let's do... Who's having it? Let's do these items real quick, so I want to take our halfway break in a minute. I want to get these items sorted and then take our halfway break and then get into some action.
Like, logically speaking, as a party, it makes more sense for it to go to me.
You would say that.
That's all my input. That's my thanks for coming to my TED Talk, guys.
What do you think, guys? Is Kiara getting it?
Plus, look how pretty it would be. My hands are much nicer than that.
Oh, but he's an elf. He'll have pretty hands as well. Like,
but it would really cheer me up when I was having to slug about in these fucking sewers if I just had something nice and pretty to look at, and it'd make me feel better, I think.
You haven't already got 2 rings, have you?
I allow 2 rings per hand. I allow 4 rings.
I've got 5 fingers.
Yeah, but you can only wear 4 magic rings at once.
I know, but I don't think have I got 2 magic rings on already? No.
Someone look at
I don't have
someone
any.
look at Kelly's character sheet.
I have 1 ring in my possession. It doesn't mean I'm wearing it.
I know you're not wearing that. You need to tell me if you put that on.
Yeah. Yeah, no, nobody. I didn't say anything about having other rings. I don't have rings on. What are you talking
I
about?
don't think you've got any magic
Just
rings.
wondering, because there is a limit on how many you can wear.
Let me get our character sheet.
I'm not wearing
I'll
any
have a look.
rings.
Okay.
Are you accusing me?
Character sheet. I don't think so.
Nah, I'm not.
Nah, she's not wearing any magic rings.
No, definitely not wearing any magic rings. Feel a bit sweaty.
In fact, you were already carrying the blood drop gem. I can take that off your sheet. She's no longer carrying that. But yeah, right. So what's happening? Is she getting it, or is Adamakar taking it?
Well, we haven't decided who's. Have we decided who's got the regeneration ring?
Who's taking the ring of regeneration then?
Oh, that's fine. If you're not wanting to thingy, but if you're not bothered about this one, I will just take it.
Well, it would be useful.
It's okay though. I don't mind. I don't want this regeneration ring. It's fine.
The regeneration.
I'd suggest if you let Kiara take that ring of wizardry, then Andamakar gets first choice of the next
wizard's item. Yeah.
Magic.
Yeah. No matter what it is, then so yeah, Kiara gets it, but Trevor gets first dibs on first.
Is that reasonable?
Yeah, I think she's probably got better spells than I have.
That magic missile is a great first level spell to have.
Yeah, and especially if we are having to go down in these sewers, like, do you know what I mean? What would it do to like sleep and what else would be helpful? Would it do anything different to like enlarge or?
Sorry. What? It means you would have an extra use of it per day.
All right, yeah, but I'm saying like, what would the? All right, okay. Do you have those ones?
What do you mean? Does Adamakar have enlarge?
Yeah.
I don't think I've got enlarge, no.
I feel like it makes more sense just now for me to have it. I don't mind, like, if you learn the more spells from that other book than I do, like, I don't mind, but I think just now while I've got like more in my arsenal, we should.
Yeah, go ahead.
She made a good argument, like she's won it. Right, put Ring of Wizardry on our character sheet then, or on your character sheet, Tammy, and you get an extra. In fact, does somebody want to do it for her to help her? Because she's exhausted. Can you do it? Right.
Yeah.
You need to add slots as well then. I can do so. Watch.
Okay, as far as the Ring of Regeneration is concerned, I'm putting it.
What?
Sorry, as far as the regen ring is concerned, I'm putting in for it on the grounds that I'm easiest to hit, because I'm not wearing metal armour, and I also tend to be out front scouting and out front fighting.
What's Adamakar? He's not wearing any armour.
No, I've not got any armour.
Doesn't wear armour, yeah. Stinkynuke's a strong shout for it.
Either.
But I don't usually front rank, do I?
Stinkynuke's a strong shout for it. Darrow's the other strong shout, but Stinkynuke's well strong shout for it because he's the trap triggerer.
Yeah.
Darrow's already took one of the items from this hall, so I'd say Stinkynuke's fair shout for that, eh? Unless Adamakar wants it, but it probably makes more sense for Stinkynuke.
Yes, I think so.
Well, I'd also suggest that if there's stuff in here that we don't want to use, like the Morning Star, and possibly that wand of flame extinguishing, we can always have a chat with the mage and see if he has magic items that we could swap it for.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean the Morning Star's no use to us, is it?
He's got some stuff in the wiki.
There is some stuff in his shop, yeah. If you look on Sonarazir and you go to... What was the shop? It was the Amber Oracle.
Yeah.
So he had a rope of climbing, a horn of blasting, and dust of dryness were his magic items. A rope of climbing's a nice item. Tammy, as soon as this is your first game of D&D, really, you probably don't know the item as well. Rope of climbing. So rope of climbing is basically a magic rope, and it just like goes stiff. It just shoots up and goes stiff, and you can climb up it just like with nothing supporting it.
Yeah.
Very, very, very handy magic item. So there's one of those available in the shop. The guy where they did the identifies for you.
The horn of blasting. Does that damage do things? Sure.
Can't remember. So what other items do we have to do? Because I want to take a 5-minute break for half time, and I want to get that done first.
Well, we're taking the Staff of Striking.
Who's taking that?
Is Eleonora taking the Staff of Striking?
She'd be happy to take it.
Yeah, I think that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
She could take that as her third weapon proficiency then, quarterstaff.
Yeah, especially if she can recharge it, or knows who to see about recharging it.
Yep, there you go. So put that in her character sheet. What's left?
Sorry, there's the Wand of Flame Extinguishing, the Magic Morning Star, and we've still got a Dagger +1.
So no one's immediately equipping any of them. I think Kiara's. Are you not? You're not proficient in dagger. You are proficient in dagger. It's dagger, dart, and scimitar you're proficient in, right? But I looked at her sheet before. She's already got a dagger +1, I think.
Okay. Well, we have.
Yeah, I did. Sorry, I didn't realise I was on mute. Yeah, I already have a dagger +1, and I really like it, so I'm fine.
Yeah. But you got the Ring of Wizardry. So, is Eleonora taking the, what was it, Splint Mail +1?
No, Plate Mail.
Plate Mail +1. So Eleonora's taking that.
Yeah, I've put that on her character sheet.
Nice.
And she did have Chainmail +1.
That's right.
So we can add that into the party loot for swapping for other items.
Now is that -3 that I'm looking at, is that her new
That's what I calculated at.
Yeah, cool. Nice one. She's got a decent armor class now, eh?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Right, so I think that was it with the items. Should we take our half-time break? It's a little bit late, but we'll take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the bathroom and top up drinks, etc.
Yeah.
Right, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can get into something. So you're now in a situation where you're all back together. You've dished out these magic items, and you've stuck the rest in backpacks or whatever, and you have the mayor and the sheriff, who have who by now will have sent somebody to get or to send a message to Elise, so that you guys can get another day, because they're going to want you to go down and clear out those sewers. And Tammy, you said that Kiara wanted to talk to the mayor about money.
Well, yeah, we're not doing this for free. Like, we're adventurers, not heroes.
Yeah, he's going to admit that he's desperate, and even though he was already, he was refusing to pay the ransom of 1,000, he's going to give you guys, because you are heroes and he knows that you'll save the town, he's going to give you 1,500 gold.
Each?
No, between you. 1,500 gold. 1,500 each. She doesn't. It's not enough. She wants 6 grand. He's not got 6 grand. You can have what's left of the silver after the shackles are made.
Oh my god! Wait, hold on.
Apparently, there's a big monster rat that eats silver. You can have whatever it's got.
Hold on 2 seconds. I'm sorry. When you're saying 1,500, do you mean 1,500?
Yeah.
Right then.
Well, I was actually going to ask for the rest of that silver to be used for dipping the spearheads of the 5 guards in, so that they can accompany us to help deal with these weirrats. There's one heck of a lot of weirrats down there.
That's a good idea.
There was a wee pickle leftover silver, was there not?
Yeah, there would be some left over.
Okay.
So you're
but I want to go back to this. I'm not happy with...
Everybody's just dropped out at roll 20 except me and Trevor.
Oh, hold on.
Have we?
Yeah.
Maybe roll 20's...
Oh, David
Shite.
and Tammy are back.
I just saw David. I can't see you?
Yes, I
Thank
can't.
you.
I can see Tammy, myself, and Trevor.
Yeah, that's what I see now, but
same.
no Peter.
Same.
Roll20 played Silly Buggers, is it?
Always. It was too good. We were all
Always
booked in.
Yeah, we were doing so well. Oh well.
Do you mind if I reload Roll20 just in case?
No, I don't mind if you reload Roll20. It's probably a good idea if you do as well, Peter.
One thing I was going to mention is we need to keep track on how many more days' journey it is, especially if the weather changes.
Yeah, I think you had loads of time to spare. You've got like about a week to 10 days to spare or something.
I think we'd said it was about 21 days there, or at most 28, and we had 37 to go.
Yeah, see, I'm now getting the message your connection at the server's been interrupted on Roll20, so Roll20 is playing Silly Buggers. Yeah, so you've got loads of time to spare.
Yeah, the thing is, we haven't got, at the rate we're being delayed, at some point we're going to have to get into the habit of saying no.
Yeah.
I, for once, wholeheartedly agree with it. Yeah,
Because
for
I
different
thought we had
reasons.
a lot more time to spare than that. I thought we had twice as much time as it would take to get there.
Well, it's 37
Well,
days you've got to get there, and you've got it takes about 21 days, I think, from here. Something like that. Is that right,
Because
David?
We probably had double the time once, but we've used up some of it.
Yeah. With these delays
yeah,
like this.
so what I'm hearing is we have to soon start saying no,
Yeah.
unless they can communicate with the royal court to delay them.
Well, the mayor's going to pay at least 500 gold to stay for a day.
So he can pay her 500 gold, but we still got offered 1,500.
Aye, because he's got 2k. He needs to pay her and he needs to pay you.
And the other thing is, we need to check she's not planning delay.
No, at least it isn't. She's just got a normal route from here on in.
Okay, so she's not delaying us.
No, I think we calculated it takes about 21 days, including her stops.
Right.
So including her stops, it takes you about 21 days from here. Because obviously she stops in some places for trading and stuff, and you know. This stop was because the guy that works for her lives here.
Our side man had to see his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he had to see his wife.
Conjugal visit.
Like he's not had hundreds of them along the road. He's stopping in to give her guilt money and see his kids.
So they want to pay you 1,500 gold to go and clear out.
Yeah, over 1 day delay.
Yeah.
Plus anything we find.
Anything down there is yours.
And tonight we're casting 4 cures.
Good.
Sorry, 4 remove curses.
4 remove curses, yeah. And you're going to round up. Someone's going to round up some clerics from somewhere else to do it as well.
Yes, they've got to round up. You may have to do it tomorrow because they may have used up all of their third skill.
Yeah, they would have done. So they'll be doing that tomorrow. But today you're going to cast, what is it? Remove curse.
Yes.
Yep.
You and Eleanor are going to do it twice each. So I've got to roll saving throws.
Yeah, on the most young and innocent looking.
I've got to do secret ones. How do I do a secret roll?
Pull the dice out of your box and roll them on your table.
Yes, I could do. Give me a second. They're in another room. Nah, actually, I'll just do it publicly. It's fine.
Use Discord.
Because we can scratch. We can try little scratches.
Yeah.
It's
you'd be able to test it, so it's fine. Sorry, I've done too many. I've done 5. So I've got a 14, an 8, a 15, and a 20. What do I need to make the save?
Save versus polymorph. So it sounds like only the 20 is a save.
Only the 20 is going to make it. Yeah. So one of them you don't manage to cure. 3 of them you do. 3 of them are cured. 1 of them isn't. There you go.
No, they need to make a successful saving roll. And
So
if those are kind of 0 or first level,
yeah,
they're going to have a save against polymorph of.
Assuming they don't save as we're rats.
Yeah. So what's their save versus polymorph? Only the 20 makes it.
I think only the 20 would make it.
Yeah. So one of them is. So one of them's not cured, and 3 of them are.
No. What is that? Yeah,
No, they need to.
Isn't the save to resist being cured? Or is
No,
it the save's to be
cured.
Right, so you cured 1 of them.
Yeah, it's the way around, aye.
Right, so you cured 1 of them.
I'm just looking it up, just in case it's...
Yeah, please do, Trevor. We need clarity
I think it's here somewhere. So if they count as...
The character makes success saving throw, there's polymorph, the curse.
It would be 16 for a 0 level warrior.
The curse is broken.
14 for a first level warrior. So it's petrification or polymorph. Sorry, hang on. No, petrification or polymorph. They need a 17 if they're 0 level.
Yep. What about the first level?
First level would be 15.
Okay.
That's warrior.
So 2 of them make it. 2 of them are cured. There you go.
Right.
Better than average, certainly.
Yeah, well, let's say you cured the 2 more seasoned ones, so that would be Nigel and another older guy. So Nigel's cured.
So you've got some. There were some names already in the wiki.
There were, weren't there? Yeah. Right. Okay. So let me have a look. Yeah, rat catchers. Yeah. So I've got Phil Simon, Stefan, Tony, Leaf Fleetfoot. Or like Leaf Fleetfoot was somebody that used to work there. Oracle Drussin is the deceased guy. But yeah, we've got Stefan and Tony. So let's say Tony and Nigel are cured. Let me make a note that Nigel and Tony are cured, right? Let me write that down on paper and I'll put it in at Roll20 later. Cured of lycanthropy. There we go. So Nigel and Tony are cured. I'll need to remember to add in Nigel, and what was the kid's name? Anthony, yeah? So we've got a Tony and an Anthony.
Yeah. What was it?
Well, let's say Tony is Anthony, right? Okay, there you go. So the oldest guy, Nigel, and the youngest guy. So the 2 guys that you grilled, Slinky Nook, are the 2 guys that are cured. How about that?
That's fine.
Okay.
There you go, guys. That's the 2 that are cured of lycanthropy.
Can I ask our clerics a question about lycanthropy? If we get bitten, do we have to go through this whole same thing again? Or would a cure disease before it manifests work?
Well, we're going to look up what we can find out.
You might have to do some studying.
We're going to see are there herbs?
Sorry?
Belladonna.
Yeah, there is something you can do when you've just been infected, I think.
Yeah, it's belladonna, but it's only got a small chance of working.
Okay.
Except the belladonna incapacitates the character for 4 days.
Oh, is that right?
Is a lot to use up of our spare room.
Yeah, you would be gutted if you don't want to lose 4 days.
Well, unless you can throw someone on the back of the wagon, of course.
You could. You've got wagons. Somebody could just travel for 4 days. So
We'll make sure they have some belladonna in stock. Or...
Right, so you would get that from the herbalist then. Let's say you buy some. We'll work out what it costs later, right?
Is this common
You've got
knowledge
enough money.
stuff though? Like, is this common knowledge to
Clerics would know about
everybody? Right, so then surely the clerics in the town would know this and have it ready for, because they're curing weird rats anyway.
Well, no, because they weren't prepared for lycanthropy. They were prepared for a disease in the town, but they weren't currently prepared for lycanthropy, so they're probably not going to have a stash of it.
Yeah, my point is, but neither do we, and we're having to go hunt these weird rats. Surely the clerics that are left here will know to go and get some.
Yeah, because they're going to be informed of what's going on. Yeah, absolutely.
So we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they can look it up in their library if they need to know.
We don't.
They've got clerics that are as high level as you here, so they're going to have the same kind of knowledge. So yeah, as soon as they know that there's a lycanthropy problem, they're going to be stocking up on that. Yeah, absolutely. And there's a herbalist in town.
The thing we'll also have done is cured any wounds which won't be automatically recovering over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you've got enough spell slots that everybody is going to be full hit points in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Tammy, you've got to decide what your extra spells you're memorising are. So if
I know, I'm just going to think about it just now.
I've put the slots on your sheet.
Yeah, I see, thank you.
So pick from your spellbook what you're going to do with them, and then...
Thinking, I can't remember whether protection from evil works against lycanthropes. I think it probably does.
Ah, the extra first has disappeared. Should have an extra second and an extra first.
Right.
Can I ask the sheriff and mayor to requisition any healing potions from the alchemist on a return if not used basis, given that this is to try and heal us up so we can deal with these things?
Mm-hmm. You guys have got like a handful of them already though, right?
Yes, but we're going down with 5 guards. Does the sheriff want these guards back or not?
Well, that's a good point, yeah. So you're going to get this. You're going to get the guards' weapons, spears, we presume. You're going to get them silver tips, so they're of use against were rats as well.
Yep.
Nice.
What armour are they in?
So let's say they're wearing studded leather armour.
Okay, well, I suggest we lend one of them this suit of +1 chain.
You're going to make me make some character sheets?
No, it's just that it's just so you're aware. One of them will be more difficult to hit than the others.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Can I sort with Adamankar what he has memorised for his first and second level spell slots tomorrow?
Yeah, I was just looking because I think protection from evil probably works against weir rats.
Okay. So I so far have... So, right, hold on. I've got 2 magic missiles and an enlarge first level already memorised. And I have sleep. Actually, do you know what? I don't even know why I asked. Do you have sleep as well?
Oh, I've got 1 sleep, 1 charm person and 1 protection from evil, but I'm thinking a charm person probably won't work on lycanthropes. So protection from evil might be better.
Right, okay, and then I am adding, so my second level, I have hypnotic pattern and scare already. Oh, hold on. How do I get rid of that?
I've got 2 scares as well, because that's the only second level spell I have.
Sorry. Okay, I also have web. I'll do that one.
That's a handy spell.
Especially if you're fighting a lot of opponents.
So, I have accidentally put an extra second. Oh no, wait, it's disappeared. Oh no, wait, it's still there. I need somebody to... Can you delete that for me?
No, I've put them. The second and the first are their new ones.
Yeah, I know, but there's extra ones now.
No, it's not updated for me.
Would I have a chance to try and learn web that evening? Because I haven't cast any spells, so...
Yeah,
I can... Is that something I could try?
What's your chance to learn on it?
Let me have a look.
It's just on your intelligence, isn't it?
Yes. I'll just have a look at the character sheet, because that'll tell me. I think it was 65%. I'm just having a look. 65%.
If your intelligence 15, it will be, because that's what Tammy's is. I'm looking at her sheet.
Yeah, it is 65%.
Roll 1d100 then. If Tammy's allowing you to copy the spell from her book, I assume you are, Kiara.
Of course.
Right, here we go.
So everybody heals to full hit points, and you learn that spell. Okay, so you've now got web in your spell book.
So I'll learn a web as well as a scare then.
Nice.
Well, I'll memorise a scare and a web.
So nice. Altogether, then we've got 2 magic missiles, an enlarge, 2 sleeps. What's
webs.
your other? Yeah.
I was going to take 2 protection from evils.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So 2 protections from evil, 2 webs, a hypnotic pattern, and a scare. 2nd level. That's all right.
It's quite an arsenal you've got, yeah. And you're going to be taking 5 extra guys with you. So I will make like tokens and everything for them. Obviously, we'll just have to do, as soon as we get into any combat, if you're down there, we'll just end the session and we'll start next session there so that I can build the new tokens and stuff. But yeah, we'll have 5. You're gonna have 5 extra guys with silver spears. Obviously, those are gonna have to get done tonight. Sybil's gonna be working hard again with her leftover silver. But yeah, you've got some new. Eleonora's now got better armour. You've got that new ring. We've got Snake Canuck wearing a ring of regeneration. Darrow's got a new warhammer. What else? We've got Eleanor's got the staff of striking as well. You've got some new, some healthy new shit. So you're going to be well equipped.
I know, let's go. Do you know what, guys? Come on.
Are you excited for this one?
I'm feeling good.
Nice.
Oh, suddenly she wants to go down the down the sewers.
Hey.
It's
just because it's been so long.
It's an adventure. Aye. It's the 5 guys we've got.
It's the extra 5
Big
guys.
strong starting blokes. I've never seen them before.
I'm going to write some names for them in between now and the next session, and I'll make some tokens for them. And we're going to have a big ass battle in our next session, because we're going to have like the 6 of you that there is in your party plus 5, so 11 good guys versus whatever's down there. There's 6 of you, isn't there? No, 5, including Eleonora. Yeah, 5. So 10 people. There's going to be 10 PCs and NPCs.
Unfortunately, we don't know how effective the NPCs are going to be on our side. I think they're just going to be kind of second rank backing us up.
Kingsguard, so you're likely to get 1st and 2nd level fighters. Maybe a 3rd if you're lucky. I'll decide that between now and then.
Sorry, not thinking. Charlemagne doesn't fit down here, does he?
No, yeah, Charlemagne's good down in the sewer. Yeah, he gets down.
No, we've got Charlemagne as well.
Somebody will have to wash his fur afterwards.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll find a river.
The main remaining were-rat who's been cured.
That's right.
Is Nigel much more willing to help her?
Nigel's not willing to help you.
Nigel is done to fuck with our shit.
He's happy to be cured, but he doesn't want to go back down there and be. He doesn't want to risk becoming a were-rat again. He's really happy to have been cured. Nigel's not want to go back down again.
Yeah, well, as long as he'll agree to clean the sewers after we've done getting rid of the rats.
Well, maybe that'll be his punishment.
Well, if he can confirm. Basically, at places we're wondering which way to go, if he can let us know where there's things and that.
Yeah,
he's
showed you where they live and where the rat god that they worship lives. Showed you where they eat and where their dining hall and kitchen is.
And what hours do they?
I can't remember if they're nocturnal or not. They probably
They're underground all the time. Basically, are there some asleep all the time?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure. Nigel would even know enough to tell you if they all sleep at the same time or if they're just around at different times, I guess. Nigel's not going to know enough. So you don't know. Right, if we're saying it's the next morning, you can update your hit points. So Darrow, you can go up to 45 and Snakey Nook can go up to 32.
Thank you very much.
I think we already have.
And everybody's...
You probably have, and it's because my Roll20 still says its connection to server's been interrupted. It's still playing funny buggers, so it's probably just mine isn't updating actually. So what's the plan on the next morning then?
We get a big scran, we load up and we strap up Charlemagne's stuff and we get ready to go. Surely.
Any objections?
And now it's 36 days to court.
36 days to court. I'll make a note of that this time.
And any other... Where are there other sewer ways down?
3. Are you looking at the map? So there's the 2 that are right next to you.
Mm-hmm.
And there's one further up just behind Bella's bar.
So that's nearer the big trouble, isn't it?
Yes.
So do we want to come down one of these?
Yeah, obviously we want to get as close as we can, so we don't have to trawl through too much muck.
Well, if we can tie in where that access point is on the sewer map, yes.
Shall I bring up the sewer map then?
It would be an idea if you could...
Or I attempt to, because Roll20 says it's not playing ball. Let's see if it does. So, your 3 entrances are, you've got these 2, which are the ones nearby you.
Sorry, there's nothing coming up. We're still looking at the city on our view.
I have moved players on my Roll20. Do you know what? I'm going to give Roll20 a refresh, right? So,
I will give mine a refresh as well.
Bear with me. Have you changed maps now?
And I'm just missing Peter. Ah, Peter's back. Good.
So, zoom right out because I'm going to be pinging. Oh, not that far.
Uh-huh.
So, you've got the one.
Hold on.
The 2,
there we are.
sorry.
Zoom down.
You've got the 2 here and here, which are the ones nearby you.
Not yet seen the one down there.
Bottom right of the map.
That's the one we came down originally.
Yep, and you've got that one as well. So you came down that one, but then you went that way, and you found you had a fight with Were Rats here, and you found Oric Aldrinson in here. Your other entrance near Bella's bar is up here.
No, that's not much use to us, is it?
If the Were Rat, if the ex-Were Rat doesn't know the way across, if Nigel doesn't know way across, then the best place will be over here, wouldn't it?
Well, the top one, this one.
No, but that needs a way across. Does he know of the way across?
Well, across the water, yeah, there's a bridge there.
Yeah, but is there a passageway from across from there to there?
Yeah, there is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like I suppose I could reveal a little bit of the map for you then. Hang on. I don't want to reveal too much because there's like stuff I don't want you to see, but yeah, there is like a wee link up there.
That's fine. So if Nigel's told us there's a way across there, then fine. Then up here is probably going to be the best way to come in.
Okay, so you want to come in from that entrance, yeah? Right.
Yep.
Let me whip you back to the other map for 2 seconds then.
Given that Nigel's been down there since getting turned into a were-rat, can he also warn us of any traps, etc., down there?
He says, yeah, look out for foot plates. Look out for moving foot plates. Because there'll be crossbow traps, little mini crossbow bolt traps set up all over the place.
Do we want a 10-foot barge pole then, so that we can poke ahead of us?
Oh, the classic, that old trope, 10-foot pole. Just send him Stinking Nick, that's what he does. He's got ring of regeneration now.
Yes, doesn't regenerate poison though, does it?
No. No.
I'm sure we can find some sort of a barge pole, surely.
He says there might be some, there will be traps.
Very well, I shall just have to approach with care.
So
is it you guys saying that we need to go steady?
well, it's
Well, I suppose we know each other quite well now.
the guy that's been there and knows the place says it will be trapped.
So no Liara or
No
Kiara
Kiara
Jenkins.
Jenkins.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe not.
Well, we've got our front rankers who can stride manfully ahead of us, or dwarffully, as the case may be. Gnomefully.
Yeah. I'm just giving Sninky Nook a little look as if to say, like, I know it's okay. Like, I know it's going to be booby trap. Just don't know whether he should be worried or reassured by that.
They've got all this magic all this magic stuff they've just acquired.
Well,
I mean,
obviously, it's a good sign. You don't trap places that aren't worth kind of keeping secure.
Yeah. So you're heading to the top entrance then, the one by Bella's bar, and you're taking
Out of character, unless of course you're an evil GM. Into character.
and you're taking 5 Kingsguard with you with silver spears, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll put you back onto.
and we're definitely not sending them
Just
ahead of
doing
us to trip all the traps.
And I'll move
Definitely
you guys onto this map also. But then once we get into anything, I'll need to. It'll be next week when next fortnight when I've got tokens for the 5 other guys. Right, so it's been a while since I did all this. Let's go. Darrow, boom. Kiara, boom. Snenkinik, boom. Adam and Carr, boom. And party NPCs, Eleonora, boom. There you go, that was seamless. You guys all, everyone's in the right spot, yeah? Shift ping actually, isn't it? Yeah.
Unfortunately, I can't select my token, I'm afraid.
You can't select your token.
Sorry, yes I can. My apologies, I was selecting the wrong one.
It still says 24 out of 27 hit points for me on your token, and Darrow, yours says 28 out of 31. So these are...
Those are old numbers.
Yeah, those are old numbers, yeah. Bear with me a second then, there's a fix for this. I need to fix those character sheets then, but I can fix this, so I just need to quickly jump onto the last screen we were on. Those have got the right numbers on them. Yeah. So I'll just copy the characters, go back to the other map. Here's me saying that was really seamless, and then it wasn't. How's that look now?
That looks okay, and yet reset to 45.
Should have the new.
And we've come down on this side.
Yeah.
1 second, what can we see over here?
So, a corridor with a door on, well, with an exit on this side.
Okay.
And let me see if I need to reveal anything on this end of the map as well. Yeah, because you can see up those stairs.
Do you have torches and that, guys?
Of course not. Spoil my eyesight.
And mine too, like, I've got decent indoor
We've got humans with us, though.
That's a point. Is it best to take the humans with us or leave them guarding the exit? Because if any of the were-rats try running away and coming up by one of the manholes, so is it better to have the guards?
Or have we secured the other exits before we chose to come in this one?
Yes, they are locked, but you don't know if someone down here has keys or not.
Darrow, we brought these guards down to assist us in getting rid of the were-rats. Leaving them to guard exits is a waste of their abilities.
Couple of the Kingsguard smile at you, sneaking it. Couldn't you say that?
Yes, sadly Darrow hasn't been military trained by the military. So, there's no signs of life up that passageway on the far side, so I just kind of ask people to keep the noise down in case there's anything up that passageway. And then I shall, watching out for traps, I shall venture forward to see what's...
Well, the thing is, as soon as you guys kind of come through and close the gate behind you, there is a couple of were-rats come running out at you, so we would be rolling initiative.
Right.
But let me just grab them off the map. Sorry, the GM info overlay.
Okay, so where do they come running out from?
Well, I'm revealing an area just now, and I need to go into the GM info overlay, grab a couple of guys. Oh no, why I'm still on that, sorry. GM info overlay, grab a couple of guys. Sorry, it's been a while. So these guys go to the token layer.
You say 2 were-rats.
Yeah.
You said a couple.
Yeah, a couple. So there's
about
2 were-rats up here.
It's two in my books.
Yeah, we're Scottish.
So human-sized, humanoid rats wielding swords come running out at you from what appears to be bedrooms.
Yeah, what would the... Yeah.
So we will need to roll initiative, and whether you're leaving the guys at the gate or they're coming with you, they're going to be here for this one. So we will need to just cut it there because I'm going to have to make 5 new characters and add them into the game. Also, I've got a wee bit of fixing to do with these ones, I noticed. So we will need to.
Are you joking? You just said you said you were going to roll initiative, and then.
Do you want to have a fight without those 5 guys?
Yes.
Yes,
hey, there you go then, right.
There
you go then. So, roll initiative, guys. Roll initiative. Let's go.
The party order is clear because sort of at the back are showing us ahead of Darrow, which isn't obvious.
We'll order people as they came through the grating. Sneaking up would have gone first to see if there was anything down there.
Darrow second.
Kiara probably third because she's keen. Adabankar and Eleonora last.
Right, she likes the smell.
Yeah, I'll stay with Eleonora.
You've done that to GM, right? That's not come up in the turn order for some reason. You have to click your token first. That's what it is. Tammy, click your token first and then roll initiative.
I was so close, guys. So close.
So close. I'm going to bring up character sheets for were-rats. See if I can remember how to roll initiative. It's been a while, man. Right. Monsters.
Is that... No, that's not changed it, has it?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
It's come up with the initiative, but it hasn't come up with the figures on the tracker. Ah, now it has.
Oh yes, guys, this has been for ages.
Right,
let's go.
Let's see character sheet. Let's roll initiative. So these 2 are wielding short swords.
Hold on, there's initiative. They're running towards us, so it looks like I'm going with Tulak. I mean, the distances aren't totally clear, but
I'm not, even though there's only two of them, I'm not going to roll separate initiatives. They can both go on 4. Okay?
Would you add me a second initiative for my second blade, please?
Yeah, as soon as I remember how to do that. So I think it's right click, add turn. Yep, there you go, there's your second initiative. Anyone else have 2 attacks in this round?
Oh shit, I need to roll for Charlemagne though.
Oh yeah, we need to bring the bear down as well, right, so...
Yes!
Let me hope his token's not... Right, yeah, is that right? Yeah, his hit points don't go up, so that'll be right. So Charlemagne's in the muddy water. Forgot about Charlemagne!
I know,
Can't
it's
leave him out of the
close.
fight. Yeah, so someone roll initiative for Charlemagne as well.
I've got him.
You got it.
Got him. Tell me if I've done this right. Oh wait, no, I think
first, remember? Then go to
yeah,
his
I've done that.
attacks.
Was it? Aye, so it's a paw.
Yeah, and we just take they all go on the same turn, so just roll 1. And again, so it's all 3 attacks at the same time. 4. Right, so I think to order these, I do ascending, right? Yeah. So looks like we have an initiative order, guys. Are we ready for a fight?
Yes, we are.
Stinky Nook, you're up first, buddy.
Quick description, please. By the look of this, we've got 2 flights of steps and 3 terraces.
Short flight of stairs there, short flight of stairs there, yeah.
And what is the height difference between the 2?
So they're only a couple of feet up each. So 2 feet and then 2 feet. So these guys, let's say they're here when you're rolling initiative, because you have to have seen them, right?
Okay, what's my move and attack?
Well, I think, what's your move? Remind me? 90? For a deep gnome, for a sniffer airborne? It's a funny one. No, that's your improvision is 90, isn't it?
9 inches is my movement speed.
So yes, your movement is 90, so to move and attack, you've got 45.
Which is 9 squares. Can I move and set ready to attack when they come up to me, or not?
You can't move and hold your action, you can hold your action. But hang on, because I could check, I think you've got plenty of distance there. So.
They're not like just right there.
Yeah, like you could go to past the first set of steps, 15.5 feet, and then if I add on 5 feet of movement for climbing up a 2-foot thing, and then you've got...
So I could actually get to there and attack that one.
So 15's there, and then you've got 30's there, and then, yeah, 15's there.
But
so
I could move to there, and it's only 2 feet above
it's only 2 feet above you. Yes, exactly.
Almost over your head.
Yeah.
So I can move to there and have at it.
Yes. Now, does it gets +1 for elevation because you're a small creature, and even though it is only a 2-foot step, I'm going to give it a +1 on its attacks for elevation. But do you get any minuses on yours? Because you're on lower ground. You don't, do you?
Don't think so.
No. Okay.
I'm not an expert, but
well, we're winging it. It's the first game back in almost a year. We're winging it. Let's go, Snake Look. So you've got 2 attacks. What one's first? Use a +4 rapier and.
Yep, I'm striking with the rapier first.
Let's go. I'll wait 2 seconds because I'm going to bring up the dice roller so that people watching can see it. That is here. Here we go. It's in the wrong spot though. Here we go. Right. When you're ready, boss.
Okay, here we go.
Good luck.
Let's go.
Which one?
Well, the one in front of me.
This one?
That one. Yep.
That's a hit. Yeah, they've got armor class 6. So that is a hit.
Really good.
Let's have some damage.
It's normal size, yes, not larger.
Yes, normal size, human sized.
I'll be so mad if you kill these before I get here.
It might, it's got 2 attacks.
I know.
8 damage.
8 damage isn't kill it.
That doesn't kill it, no, it's a solid hit. You take a good slice out of it. But no, you do not kill it. Next is Adamakar. I never say his name right. Andamakar. Sorry. Andamakar. Right. There's a cat sleeping. Andamakar. Sorry, that's how I should remember it.
Can I get past Darrow and?
I would say as an ally, yes, you can get past him without any. I'd say. Yeah, because you've got room to shuffle. Yeah.
I mean, I move faster than Sneaky Nook anyway, so presumably I could reach there.
You've got 60 feet in attack. You can move up to 120, so you've got half an attack. Yeah, you can move to there, no problem.
Alright, I shall do that, and I shall have a swipe at the same one.
Ooh.
Which will be...
What are you attacking with, Kiara? Have you got a spell ready?
I've got fucking spell ready.
Ooh.
Who you're talking to?
I'm going to roll to hit, and...
Good luck.
No bonuses. Ooh,
that is a hit. Just yeah, because they're armor class 6, that's a hit.
Right.
6 damage. Nice.
Nice one.
Another solid hit, though. This looks like a tough were rat because it's not dead yet.
I know, that was foolish.
So, after Adamakar, it is the were rats to go. So the one that's just been hit by both of you is going to take a look at it to you. And having been hit by Adamakar most recently, he's going to attack you.
Sorry, boss.
Good luck.
Pass me that ring.
Oh, and it's a critical hit.
Oh, and it needed a -2 to hit me.
Now, let me roll a 1d10.
Shit.
If this is a 10, it's triple damage. Did it come up?
Imagine.
Oh no, it's because I did the wrong command.
Oh, I was getting so excited.
So I'll do it here, D10.
Oh.
So if this is a 10, it's triple damage. No, it's not. So it's double damage, right? Let me do some damage on you. You're a small to medium creature, right?
I would say so.
3 doubled to 6. You take 6 damage, Adamakar.
That's equal then. 6 each way.
Yeah.
The thing to be pleased with is that it's using a sword.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so hopefully that won't infect me.
Well, that's one reason for me striking from down below here. It's less likely to try and bite me.
Right, so the other one is going to take a swipe at Stinky Nook. I forgot to add that first one's +1. I didn't even need it though because it was a critical hit. So I'm adding a +1 for elevation here.
Stinky Nook sneers at the foul creature.
And this one actually, because he's a wee bit further back, this one's going to put his sword away and actually pulls out a spear. No, he doesn't do that because we'd have to change initiative. It's different. Sorry, this one is attacking with a sword. Sorry, it's been a while. So let me do it.
Presumably moving up a square, I would imagine.
Miscellaneous bonus +1. Armor class 3, does that hit you, Stinky Nook? It does.
Yes, it does.
Ooh,
I'm not well armoured.
You're also a small to medium creature. Let's have some damage on you. Ooh, max damage from a short sword. 6 damage on Stinky Nook. Right, so Kiara, they did not die before you got to your turn. What you gonna do?
No. I am gonna. So let me double check for how much movement I'm allowed for movement and attack.
For movement and attack, but you've not got an attack ready. You've got a spell ready, magic missile. But I do allow, although it's not in the traditional rules, I allow half movement on a spell like that. You can move up to half your movement and cast it.
Okay.
You'd only need to get past Darrow though, because it shoots up the way and it's going to find its magically seeks. It's like a magic seeking missile, so you don't have to be past Darrow. In fact, you probably only even need to see past Darrow and just get your hands round them to cast it.
I would move forward anyway, for sure.
Well, that's not the corridor. That's wall there. So you'd have to go.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have to get past Darrow. But again, if Darrow lets you past, it's not a problem. Darrow?
Don't block their way.
I'll not.
So where are you going to
Right,
go to?
okay.
Thing is, with your movement, let's see how much movement you've got. I won't no snapping. Aye, so you've got enough movement to get to the other side. So you're not going to be blocking Darrow. You could move to there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you get 120 feet move, so you've got 60 and cast. So you could do, let's say, it's a 5 feet move to get past Darrow. 45, so you can get to there if you wanted. You could go to the other side to not be blocking Darrow, and you've got a clear shot on both of them.
Okay.
It's up to you.
So I've got, and I've just been reading, so I've got a clear shot, but I don't think I specifically have to choose one or the other because it's got area of effect is between 1 and 5 targets.
Yeah, so you can choose though.
So I can fire 3 shots at them both.
Yeah, so you can choose what
magic missile. You have a certain number of shots.
What the 3 bolts do, yeah. So 3 bolts will fire out. You can decide that all 3 of them shoot at one guy, or 2 of them shoot one and 1 shoots the other, or 1 shoots one and 2 shoots the other. It's up to you.
Oh.
It's not 3 on each guy. It's 3, and you decide who they hit, but you can choose.
That's misleading wording. That's unfair.
Well, there you go. So is that what you're doing? You're moving and casting magic missile?
Yeah.
Hype. So, are you going to go with the bit I suggested?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'll just shout at Darrow as I run past them, like I'll not block the way.
Right, okay, so you tell me which ones you want to hit then. So the one at the top's took it 2 hits. The guys have hit this one twice.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to do with your 3?
What was the one that hit Adamanquat?
This one.
Ah, yeah, I'm firing at him then.
All 3?
Aye.
Cool. Okay, so roll 3d4 plus 3.
Oh, can I not roll with my... Wait,
nah,
right.
It's not on the sheet. You'll need to do slash roll.
So, it's a slash.
Aye, slash roll space 3d4 plus 3. Because it's an automatic hit. And each one does 1d4 plus 1 damage. Boom, 10 damage. So, after the 2 of you failing,
nice.
He is now dead. Kiara managed to finish him off now. I'm just trying to still work out how we do things on them. There we go. Right, so 3 bolts of magic missile fire out of Kiara's hands and go sizzle and burn on the furry flesh of this giant rat-like guy, and he drops to the ground dead. Convulses a little bit.
Man.
And you see his form shift a little bit as well, like as if he kind of went to turn back into a rat, or then went to turn a bit more human, normal again, and then he just kind of died. Right, so we have Darrow up next.
Darrow!
What are you going to do? Because you've got less movement, eh?
I've got less movement. I rolled to use the axe because that's what I'd assumed to be in my hand initially.
No one rolled for Eleonora, so she's just going to miss out this round.
Can I...
Or she can go last.
Can I transfer... Can I hold the axe with one hand and grab the returning hammer and hurl it?
Yeah, because the hammer is a one-handed weapon, so you can just hold your axe, your big battle axe, in your offhand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a one-handed throwing weapon.
It's a faster weapon than the axe.
Yeah.
And can I do any movement as well as doing?
Yeah, it's a throwing weapon, so same as a melee weapon, you can do up to half your movement and then throw it. So you could move 30 feet and then throw it. And the range of the Warhammer is 10, 20, 30, I think, guys?
4, 5.
Or is it 20, 40, 60?
Sounds about, I would have thought 10, 20, 30.
Yeah.
Just don't hit me in the back, will you?
10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. I've moved there. So hopefully I've got a view on that one.
Yeah, you have. And let me just see distance. So it's within short range. So
Right.
let's see. No penalty to the attack.
So we'll now see how this works with the weapon that I've only just seen.
So it's a +1 weapon. So you should have put plus that in the to hit and in the damage on the bar on roll 20.
Yeah.
Let's see it. What's he gonna do? Boom! So your warhammer flies out your hand, cracks into this were rat. Tell me how much damage it does.
Man size.
Yep.
Which size be that roll?
Four damage. So you take 4 damage off of him.
And let's see.
And
Ooh, that's minimum damage.
The hammer then magically flies back into your hand. Sneinkinuk with your second attack.
Well, if he's in range to hit me, I'm in range to hit him.
Yep. He's got +1 on his attacks though, but you don't have any penalty. Let's see it. Boom! That will do it. Right, let's have damage.
Yes.
5. Okay,
Damage.
the square rat is still standing. Now we've got Charlemagne next. I'll do Eleonora last because we forgot to roll initiative for her, but Charlemagne's next. What's he going to do? His movement is 120. He can move up to 60 feet and attack.
So we're going to be amazing.
These 2-foot steps probably won't bother
And
him
2 foot
much,
steps are no penalty to movement for him either. He can straight line them.
Right.
I think there's a way to do it where you can like mark it out. I think you control.
I know
click.
there is, but it's
I'm gonna try
like
it.
the fact that I'm managing this so far is like.
Or I think you do like right click or something. So, like.
There you go.
Aye, so it's easy for him. It's only 30 feet for him.
Oh.
Well, in fact,
Piece of cake.
sorry, he's there. I was looking at Eleonora. So,
Aye, sorry, he was there.
aye, easy.
Right, sweet. He's gonna come in a bit like a tramp on chips.
Yes, come on. Right. So get up on that ledge.
You can smell them. That's why.
We'll put the dead one out of the way. Right.
Yes.
Remember to click his token. You'll have his token. So roll his attacks in. Now you can do all 3 of his attacks. You do the paw, and then if they both land, you do a bear hug, and you've also got a bite.
Right, hold on. So how do I roll this? This hit one.
Yep.
Any extras? Nah.
No.
Let's go.
That's a hit.
-3. Yes.
Right. Roll the
So,
damage first before we move on.
What size are they?
Medium. Because the reason I was going to get you to roll the damage is because that first hit is enough to kill it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Rolled a 3.
There you go. 2 dead were rats. Combat over. There's nothing else around in sight. Boom.
Right.
Make a
Nice
popular
warm up
bike.
fight to get us back into it, eh?
Yeah.
If Eleonora feels like doing any cute like wounds kind of thing.
Right, okay.
Oh, how far down are you? Yeah, you're 6 down. It's better for Darrow to do it because
Well, you are right next to me.
he's in melee more often. It's better to have. So I'm rolling a D8.
I think so for pure light wounds, yeah, 1d8, man, it's been a long time. Oh, nice roll then. Boom.
You
Is that one
want
for me?
Back to full hit points for you. Happy days.
And you were the only one who took damage, were you?
Yeah. Easy, boys.
Easy.
Didn't Sneaky Nook take damage?
No, didn't you both take damage? Yeah, Sneaky Nook's on
Sneaky
26
Nook
out of
walks
32.
forward and looks Darrow in the eye. Despite being 2 foot higher.
Little trickle of blood running down his face.
Sneaky Nook's hit points not.
Yeah, Sneaky Nook's 26 out of 32.
Yeah, I was seeing 26 out of the. What was under Macaron? I saw Sneaky Nook.
I think he was about 6 down as well.
And the Macar was 6 down as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I will.
Not such a good roll this time, Peter, mate.
Oh well, you can regenerate the rest, I'm sure.
That's right, you've got a ring of regeneration now. Every 10 minutes he goes up 1 hit point. That's sick.
Yes, but I'm not going to sit down for 40 minutes. We've got enemy
work to do. Yeah.
Okay, do you want to search those rooms and see if there's anything of value or interest while I sneak ahead and see what I can find?
I suppose we should have a quick.
If you want to post somebody at the entrance there just to keep an eye and call you if I get in trouble.
Well, get the guards to stand there with the...
Sorry, when I get in trouble.
Right, so I'm going to roll something. Give me a second.
Eleonora can stay with the guards, can't she?
Well, if Darrow kind of steps back while I kind of move out.
Who is going to stay?
Hold on.
So who's went in that room to check it, to loot it, or whatever?
Me, because I went to go fast the.
So you found.
I'll follow on behind you.
You found 9 silver pieces and 29 copper pieces.
I will add it to the list.
We're so rich.
Yep, that was 9 silver and 29 copper. Loaded from that one.
I know, but I'm looking at the man car saying and now you know why I wanted more money, because this is with the kind of money that we're getting per kill, per rat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're not going to make our fortune this way, are we?
No, not at all.
No.
Well, Darrow can have a look at the quality of the short swords.
They're not very good quality. Quite rusty.
Darrow moved to keep an eye out.
That's right.
Okay, I shall attempt to move silently.
You're attempting to move silently, so I roll that. I need to roll it in secret. I've not got any dice at my desk. It's fine.
Okay, my move silently is 80%.
Yep, you just roll it then.
No.
Well, do you want me to roll it?
Yeah,
because
it
will be whatever it is, but I will believe I'm moving silently in any case.
You always think you're moving silently anyway. Okay.
And hide in shadows.
Okay. Is there another one you're missing out? You always miss out.
And there is the find remove traps, which is only 35%, and you can roll that. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I know where they are anyway, so I know when I need to roll it. It's fine. I'm not prepared anyway. Right, so yeah, you don't trigger any traps. You see, right, let me see if I revealed all the map that I need to. Yeah, so you'll see in front of you there. Yeah, you see all the way down that corridor, yeah? You see all the way down here?
Yeah, where are you pinging?
To your left. Scroll left a bit.
To the left, to the left. Okay, alright, so straight the way along to the bottom.
Yeah, we can see all the way along here, right? I've revealed that.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can see here, you can see a little bit of that, right? But you've been in here before because you came in from the bottom, so you've seen this before.
Yeah. Surely we should be paying attention to where this guy said as well.
Yeah, we want to
Straight
go
for the
that direction, don't we? We want to go to the left.
There are supposedly we're at here, here, here.
I suppose we should clear out this area first, shouldn't we?
So I think best deal with that first. Yes.
Depends.
what
you want to do?
Kill this big guy and get out.
We don't want a bunch of weir rats at our back, though, do we?
So just as a reminder, he's apparently over here.
Yeah.
Mega weir rat is mega god rat is supposedly there. Yes.
Their kitchen, dining,
and the treasure rest chests are up there.
Yeah, that's right. They told you that the treasure's kept in there. But that's all.
You just wanted...
That's in fact, you know what? I could reveal that for you then, because he's told you about it. Because he told you there's an altar. He told you there's stuff there.
Again.
If he's got taken there to worship and deliver silver, then yes.
There you go,
but he probably won't have been invited into the sleeping areas or the kitchen, dining room, and so on.
Any chance you can just sneak in and take all the treasure, and sneak back out again?
Probably, but that's not what we've been hired to do, is it? says the lawful scout.
we could get in, get straight to this guy's big nest, fuck him up, and then deal with the weir rats on the way out. Like,
no, I don't want weir rats at my back. It sounds like a bad idea.
It might be a bit noisy dealing with the god rats. In which case, the weir rats will be alerted and come and attack us from the rear. Not a good idea. Now, I've reached the top of this flight of stairs, so I'm going to have a listen to see what I can hear.
Okay, 2 seconds. I need to
My detect noise is 55%. Do you want me to roll it?
Yes.
No, all is quiet.
All is quiet. You don't hear nothing.
Okay, I will have a look on the stairs and see if I can see any traps.
Yeah, you can roll it.
Okay.
He does know what he's looking at.
Yeah,
Do
so
I get a modifier?
let's say plus 15%, yeah, because you know what you're looking for. Let's say plus 20. Let's be generous, DM, for the day. We've got 10 minutes left of the session. I'll forget it by a fortnight. You get 10 minutes of generosity. Let's say you've got plus 20 because you know what that it's shifting for place you're looking for. You find one.
I'm looking for that.
You found one, yes. So, let's say if there's 2 plates there, right? 2 like tiles or whatever. The one on the left is a foot plate. So I can draw that.
Okay.
There you go. You see that?
Yep. So I shall nip back across. Yeah. I'll tell everybody it's clear up to the stairs, and there's a footplate at the left-hand side at the bottom of the stairs. So if they want to come over to the top of the stairs, I will venture a bit further.
Okay.
Guys, you catching up?
Let Darrow go first.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, and I shall attempt to venture quietly and stealthily up to that doorway. So
okay, so I can reveal some area for you.
Well, am I still on the previous roll, or do I need to roll again?
What is it, every round or every something? I forget, man. It's been so long since we played.
Well, since I had to reveal myself in going back and talking to the others, I'm going to roll again. All right?
Yeah, roll again.
That makes sense. Okay.
So I'm trying to remember how we moved. Was there a particular distance we were meant to be behind, or what?
Well, so if my move silently and hide in shadows is working, you don't know where I am. So I'm basically moving you forward and going forward and checking and coming back.
No, because they're watching you slip into the shadows. They see you do it.
Oh, all right. So
they do know where you are. Yeah.
So you're keeping about 60 foot behind me, because that's the distance you can see. Yes? Or
Yeah.
make it 50 foot, and then that.
Or when you disappear into a hole.
Or when I disappear into a
Then
hole.
you catch up. So
Yes.
did you see you're heading up to here?
Yes, and I'm moving silently.
Yep. Okay, so I've revealed the area for you. You get to there and you see a room. It's an empty room. There's actually nothing in that.
I have to be there to be able to see sneaking around the corner.
Yeah, be careful because you're right next to that footplate.
Yes.
Okay. Now, from where I'm standing,
Yep.
can I see any signs of weirats, etc.?
No, it's all quiet in here. You might see like bits of debris and like you would see all around this place, like little signs of life and scratched floors and hair and droppings and all sorts of stuff. But nothing. There's no sounds. There's no signs of movement or anything currently.
But I can see down to there in this passageway.
Yes.
So is there any sign of any weirats over here?
Between there and there, let me zoom out the map to remind myself.
I can see up to there.
Nope, you don't see any weirats between there and there.
Okay, any down? Right, if I venture forward.
Right, tell me where you're going then.
They like them at the top and bottom of the stairs, so I will pay special attention to here and at the top of the stairs here.
Okay.
Okay, so and then up the staircase there.
Yep.
Right, I can now see down this corridor, so is there any sign of weirats within 120 foot? Given that I was told that there are weirats in this area.
Yeah, so you see, so I'm going to have to go into GM layer.
Sorry, I clicked on the wrong thing by mistake and drew a line when I was meant to be measuring a distance.
So you see a bunch of giant rats, not weirats, but a bunch of giant rats down there.
Down there.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Something that might need a sleep spell.
Well, they'd be charging at you, so we'd be rolling initiative, but it's 5 to 11. So
Hang on a second.
roll initiative next week.
Hang on a second.
Right.
I'm moving silently and successfully hiding in shadows.
All right. So yeah, they're not. Yeah, you're correct. They're not charging at you. They don't see you. You're right.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thanks for the correction. So you can continue.
No trouble at all.
You see a pack of giant rats eating something. They're not moving. Sorry. Thanks for the correction.
No trouble. I shall return to the foot of the stair.
But Darryl, what have you drew?
I will notify Darrow and Company that there's a pack of giant rats down the southern tunnel, but there's probably also weirats here. So we can't just charge down and deal with the giant rats. We're going to have to try and deal with whatever's in here and deal with those rats if they come charging up as well.
One of us can get ready to sleep them, couldn't we?
I'm just trying to
You can
get
get
rid of
rid
this
of
thing
it.
so I can delete it. There we go.
So I would suggest that the party move up to here, and then I will sneak round and see what's down here.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'll catch up
Yeah.
Charlemagne.
Okay.
We moved to this corner.
You got nice.
Effectively, you move to just here. Charlemagne, stay around the corner, out of sight of the giant rats, please.
So here.
Nah, like really back.
But this way's forward.
Aye, but he should be at the back, surely. I'm
Sneaking
saying.
front, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sneaking looks front. Darrow's neck.
Kiara's quick.
Yeah, so I'll get ready with a sleep spell in case it's needed.
Good lord, I'm on fire tonight.
Nice.
Moving silently and in shadows again.
Nice.
But watching out for traps, I shall move to here.
Okay. And as you get to there, I'll be rolling surprise for a couple of were-rats, and we will be rolling initiative because there's ones in the bedroom.
Hang on. I'm moving silently in shadows again.
I see. Right. Okay, right. So you will see.
I've just re-rolled again, and I'm doing both successfully.
Yeah. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Yeah, right. So I'll reveal the area. You see a bedroom, and you see were-rats. Right. So I'll just need to grab them off the GM layer. 2 seconds. So Rusty with roll 20. Right, so yeah, you see in this bedroom 2 sleeping were-rats, or 2 resting were-rats anyway.
Okay. Given that they're waiting at the corner for something to happen, I'm not going to go back and tell them. I'm just going to move forward and pick the one that's most sleepy and try and slit its throat.
Okay, so
Nice.
yeah, go for it. Right, just roll a d20 and so you only fail on a 1.
Okay.
Ten.
Same again. That one didn't wake up.
Okay.
Boom. So you should slit their 2 throats of the sleeping ones. Nice work. Nice work.
I'm going to have to slip back into moving silently and sneak again. So, move silently. Well, of course I'm moving silently. Yes, I am actually.
I need to just put crosses on these to show that they're dead.
And I'm moving silently and hiding in the shadows.
Yep.
Hem. And
I could reveal this bit, I suppose. So you would see that. Okay.
Any sign of any were-rats or other giant rats or whatever there?
No. So, well, did you look? Did you look in? So each room, each bed we'd say would have like a little drawer or a box or something, and that's where you found the copper and silver before. Did you look in those ones in the first room? Okay. Well, this one's just an empty room with empty beds and empty like little boxes.
Okie doke. I shall move to here and have a look across there.
Okay, so you're going to see through the gap a little bit. I guess you would see like that, because there's a wall here.
Okay, but there's nothing else in sight.
No, well, hang on, I'll go back to reveal, because I've maybe not revealed quite enough. You can see that there's like a door on that side, and a door on that side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, I shall sneak back up
And that's
here
a door and that's a door.
to the corner. Now, I don't know whether they will actually notice me, but I failed my move in my hide in shadows roll, so.
So you don't know if who'll notice you. The rats this time.
But that rat might be able to see me. It depends. Is it down in the channel or is it up on the bank?
No,
if it's in the channel, it may not see me then.
No, I'd say they could see you. So at this point, those rats would see you, and at this point, all those rats would start scurrying after you.
Okay, in that case, I shall scurry ahead of them round the corner and say, "Rats incoming, lads."
Yeah, except you can do that.
Right, yes.
Next week.
I was
Next.
Yeah, I was going to do a sleep on them for you.
Yeah, well, we'll roll initiative next week or in a fortnight, right? Because I'll have your 5 new tokens for the 5 guys that are with you, and we can get into the big battles. Boom.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to start one now.
So
What if I get like a really shit turned down order?
Yeah, we're not rolling initiative now. We'll roll initiative in 2 weeks, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the evening. Everybody, we will see you in 2 weeks